They give customers peace.
Manufacturing and information technology. There are scholarships such as Arkansas Workforce Challenge and Our Future that will help pay for classes.
Go beyond your field of study and get a world-class education in leadership. As an Army officer, you'll work side by side with peers who support your growth, and you'll become a role model, mentor, and decision maker in any environment, at any scale. It's a challenging path, but along the way, you'll show yourself exactly what you're capable of. Decide to lead. /officer.
America's Car Mart, keeping you on the road. Back with you on this America's Car Mart football report. And we move on now to Class 5A. And on Hootens.com, the top 10 look like this going into Week 5. Little Rock Parkview bounced back from its first loss in 2 years by mercy ruling Hot Springs, and the Patriots hang on to the number 1 spot. At number 2, you have Harding Academy, 2-2 on the year, but somehow hanging on to that lofty position. Number 3, Joe T. Robinson. Valley View is up 2 spots to number 4 after beating previously unbeaten Paragould. Hot Springs Lakeside stays at number 5 after beating Camden Fairview. Marlton moves into the top 10 for the first time this year after downing Greenbrier. Searcy jumps 1 spot to number 7. Greenbrier tumbling 4 to number 8. Camden Fairview stays at number 9 despite losing to Hot Springs Lakeside. And the Wynn Yellow Jackets round out the top 10. 81% correct for Class 5A last week. Let's get it and start in the 5A Central, where third-ranked Joe T. Robinson travels to Jacksonville. Hootens.com likes the Senators on the road. Pine Bluff welcomes Maumelle, and by the way, this game will be at UAPB, as will all the Zebras home games the rest of the year. The Zebra Stadium is being renovated. Hootens.com going with Pine Bluff in that bigger venue. Number 7, Searcy is a road favorite at Watson Chapel, and Hootens.com likes BB on the road at Whitehall. In the 5A East now, number 4, Valley View visiting number 2, Harding Academy. This is a blockbuster game in this conference. Hootens.com going with the Blazers on the road. Bit of a surprise there. Number 10, Wynn is a home favorite over Greene County Tech. Nettleton gets the nod at Brooklyn, and Batesville at Paragould. Go with the Pioneers in that one. In the 5A South, top-ranked Little Rock Parkview should be a big winner over DeQueen. That game at War Memorial Stadium. Number 9, Camden Fairview is favored at Texarkana. Hot Springs is a road favorite playing at Hope. And Hootens.com likes number 5, Hot Springs Lakeside at home against Magnolia. In the 5A West now, number 8, Greenbrier facing Clarksville at Greenbrier. This one, no contest. Greenbrier is the pick in that one. Much tighter game should happen at Alma, where the Airedales welcome number 6, Marlton. Hootens.com is picking the Devil Dogs on the road, but again, a close game expected there. Farmington is a home favorite over Harrison, and Hootens.com is going with Valonia at home over Pea Ridge. All right, Barry.
David, you called it a blockbuster game up in White County, where Harding Academy welcomes the Blazers of Valley View. These two teams, no stranger to each other. In fact, they've been playing the past 3 years. Harding has won 2 of those, but the Blazer defense may be the difference. They've been very stingy this year, giving up less than 10 points a game so far.
All right, let's take another break. It's halftime of this America's Car Mart football report. We're back in a moment. I'm David Wallace for America's Car Mart. Who's feeling the football spirit? America's Car Mart proudly sponsors Arkansas high school football. Like our hardworking football players, the team at Car Mart works hard to keep you on the road. Car Mart knows that buying a vehicle is a big decision. That's why they take selling you a vehicle very seriously. When you shop at Car Mart, they're there for you through the good times and the bad times until you drive away with a title to your vehicle. Save time at the dealership and start your car buying journey online at car-mart.com. America's Car Mart, keeping you on the road.
Going to college may not look the same as it has before, but you have the power to move forward. There are over 1,000 hands-on or online programs in Arkansas designed to put you to work, and they qualify for state scholarships and grants. Healthcare, education, computer technology, industry technology, and more. Take your next step forward. Visit explorearcareers.com with instructions.
Why do tacos get their own day of the week? Is it because Mondays are so rough, we need a Tuesday filled with beefy tortillas shared with good friends? If so, why don't we have Wellington Wednesdays, Stroganoff Saturdays, and heck, Meatball Mondays? Then, Mondays would just be another reason to enjoy our favorite beef with our favorite people. Together, we bring more. Beef. It's what's for dinner. Funded by beef farmers and ranchers.
Courtesy of Beef. It's whatsfordinner.com.
Hungry on your way to the game? Satisfy that craving at Colton's. Throw those peanut shells in a bucket, grab a hot roll and butter. Then enjoy one of our hand-cut steaks or any of our mouth-watering entrees in a relaxed, casual dining atmosphere. With 14 convenient locations across the state, you're sure to find a Colton's near your Friday night football destination.
David Wallace back with you in the America's Car Mart studios, and we're in the middle of this America's Car Mart football report. Now let's look at Class 4A, give you the picks, but first the rankings in the top 5 on Hootens.com remain the same from a week ago. Number 1, the Elkins Elks, undefeated but tested last week by Gentry. Number 2 is Arkadelphia. The Badgers beat Nashville a week ago. Number 3 is Warren. Then you have Mills at 4. The Comets mercy ruled Bald Knob. Prairie Grove is 5th. Malvern moves up 1 to number 6, beating Genoa Central 37-zip. Gravette moves into the top 10 for the first time after annihilating Lincoln, and the Lions are ranked 7th. At 8, you have DeWitt staying there despite losing to Warren. 9 is unbeaten Highland, and 10 is another unbeaten team, Southside. Hootens.com got 20 of 24 correct in Class 4A last week. Let's dive into this week's picks and look at the 1-4A, where number 1 Elkins will try to stay there in a game against Berryville. Hootens.com thinks they will. The Elks are picked in a blowout. Number 5 Prairie Grove goes to Huntsville. Prairie Grove is going for its 14th straight win over Huntsville. Hootens.com picking the Eagles to get it. Number 7, Gravette is a favorite at Green Forest, and Gentry is the pick at Lincoln. Now to the 2-4A, 4th-ranked Mills on the road at Heber Springs, coming off of that last-second victory last week, but Hootens.com going with the Comets to win. CAC could bounce back from that loss to Heber Springs. Hootens.com has the Mustangs picked at home over Riverview. That, by the way, a battle of winless teams, neither Riverview nor CAC with a victory yet this year. Forest City is the home pick against Hall-Steam, and Hootens.com going with Lone Oak at home over Bald Knob. In the 3-4A, number 9 Highland is a road favorite at Truman. Number 10 Southside entertains Cave City. Hootens.com going with the Southerners there. Blytheville at home is a favorite over Jonesboro Westside. Hootens.com picking Pocahontas at Gosnell, and Dardanelle at home over Waldron. Clinton welcomes Pottsville, and the Yellow Jackets are the home favorite. Mena entertains Lamar. Hootens.com likes the Bearcats at home there, and Ozark is a home favorite over Dover. In the 7-4A now, number 2 Arkadelphia at home. Big favorite over Bauxite. 6th-ranked Malvern is traveling and favored at Harmony Grove Haskell. Mountain Lake is the upset pick at home in a game against Nashville. And Ashdown at Genoa Central. This could be a blowout as Ashdown is the heavy favorite. In the 8-4A now, number 3 Warren entertaining Monticello. Hootens.com likes the Lumberjacks. Number 8 DeWitt is a favorite at Star City. Crossett at Stuttgart. It's homecoming in Stuttgart. Hootens.com going with the Ricebirds at home, and Hamburg at home a favorite over Helena. All right, that runs through Class 4A. Let's get Barry's thoughts now.
Well, David, the big one is Monticello at Warren. The winner of this rivalry game gets the 146-pound Saline River Shootout Trophy. Under Coach Bo Embry, Warren has a 21-2-1 record against Monticello. Last week, the Lumberjacks, they're known for high-flying offense. They ran the ball for 233 yards on that muddy field against DeWitt to get the victory. Monticello's won 3 straight games this season behind senior quarterback Ty Guthrie, but Warren's going to be too much.
I'm David Wallace for America's Car Mart. You know, America's Car Mart is your number 1 fan when it comes to Arkansas high school football. And when you drive away in a quality used vehicle from Car Mart, they're cheering for you all the way to the end zone. From purchase to payoff, Car Mart is there for you. They'll work with you and your situation to find a payment plan that fits your budget. So go see for yourself why CarMart is different from all the rest. Stay connected by following CarMart on Facebook, Instagram, X, YouTube, and online at car-mart.com. America's CarMart, keeping you on the road.
Not all college ends with a bachelor's degree. There are shorter-term programs that help students get to work in a profession they love. Best of all, Arkansas needs qualified workers in these high-demand fields: healthcare, industry manufacturing, and information technology. There are scholarships such as Arkansas Workforce Challenge and Our Future that will help pay for classes.
Go beyond your field of study and get a world-class education in leadership. As an Army officer, you'll work side by side with peers who support your environment at any scale. It's a challenging path, but along the way you'll sharpen your skills and show yourself and those around you exactly what you're capable of. Decide to lead at goarmy.com/officer.
Let's chug on down the road to Class 3A now on this America's CarMart Football Report. And look at Class 3A. The top 10 on Hootens.com remain the same from a week ago, led by number 1 Prescott. The Curly Wolves struggled early last week before pulling away from Falk. The defense gave up just 4 yards in the second half, so Prescott maintains its unbeaten record at number 1 rank. Number 2, another unbeaten, the Boonville Bearcats. At 3, you have Newport. The Greyhounds struggling for a half with Piggott before pulling away. 4th is Rivercrest, then Walnut Ridge is number 5 after a Mercy Rule win over Manila. 6 is Fordyce. You know, the defense for Fordyce has 13 takeaways in only 4 games. Bismarck, coming off its best start in 18 years, 4-0, is ranked number 7. 8 is Salem, then Charleston at 9. And number 10, the 4-0 Rising Wildcats, undefeated after handling Palestine Wheatley a week ago. Last week in Class 3A, pretty good, 96% on 23 of 24 picks. And I just have to say the Class 3A picks are done by Bates Yoakum of the Hootens.com staff, so kudos to him. Now let's look at this week's picks in the 1-3A now. Number 2, Boonville is a road favorite at Hackett. Hootens.com is going with 9th-ranked Charleston over Mansfield. That game at Charleston. Lavaca entertains West Fork. Lavaca is the pick. Greenland is a road favorite at Cedarville. In the 2-3A, Hootens.com likes 8th-ranked Salem over Episcopal in a big way. That game at Salem. Mayflower is a road favorite at Yellville Summit. Melbourne playing tonight. Hootens. Atkins is a road favorite as well, playing at Mountain View. In the 3-3A now, number 3 Newport gets a home game against 4th-ranked Rivercrest. This is a big matchup in this conference. Hootens.com likes Newport at home. 5th-ranked Walnut Ridge is a road favorite at Osceola. Manila at Hoxie. Go with Hoxie there as the Mustangs play at home and look for their second win. Harrisburg at 0-4 goes to Piggott, another 0-4 team. Battle of winless teams. Hootens.com likes Harrisburg in that one. In the 4-3A, Glen Rose at Magnet Cove. Rivalry game here. Glen Rose is the pick. Perryville is another road favorite playing at Danville. Hootens.com likes Jesseville at Two Rivers and Paris playing at Cutter Morning Star. So if you didn't get that, all 4 road teams in the 4-3A are favored to win. In the 7-3A now, number 1 Prescott goes to Horatio and should not be challenged. Prescott is a big favorite there. Number 7, Bismarck visits Smackover, and Bismarck is a big favorite. Harmony Grove, Ouachita County is favored at Falk, and Hootens.com is picking Centerpoint at Parker's Chapel. Centerpoint the favorite. Number 6, Fordyce entertains Drew Central. Fordyce is unbeaten. Drew Central yet to win one, so Fordyce is the big favorite. Number 10, Rising, another unbeaten team, favored at home over Dumas. Hootens.com likes the McGee Owls at Lake Village, and Barton at home over Palestine Wheatley. Barry, how about Class 3A?
David, the game that catches your attention is Newport hosting Rivercrest. Rivercrest just beat Harrisburg last week 40-14, and in that game, Jaden Young had 2 touchdowns, including an 80-yard punt return. Cavante Washington had a couple of touchdowns. This Colt team is loaded with playmakers, but so is Newport. Luke Reynolds, he had nearly 200 total yards last week in the slop against Piggott. Keandre Barker had 111 yards rushing. This game should be close all the way, but Newport at home finds a way to win.
Let's keep it moving on to Class 2A now. There is a change at the bottom of the rankings, but the top 9 on Hootens.com remain the same from last week. Number 1 is Carlisle, led previously undefeated Baptist Prep 50-0 in the first half and walked home for a victory there. Number 2, Conway Christian, is also unbeaten at 4-0. At 3, you have Junction City, followed by Mark Tree at 4. The Indians beat Mariana 22-0 a week ago. Number 5, Desark, Mercy ruled Earl last week. McCrory, the only other undefeated Class AA team, is 4-0 and ranked number 6. Bigelow is 7th, and Mineral Springs at 8. Poen defeated England in the final minutes last week, and Poen stays at 9. And here's the change as Hector jumps into the top 10 at number 10 after beating Mountain Pine. Hootens.com doing pretty well in AA too, if we don't mind saying so ourselves. 80 of 93 games correctly picked on the year. That's 86%. Let's get into this week's picks in the 1-2A now. Number 2, Conway Christian will welcome Mount Ida for a Thursday night game. The Eagles are the favorite. Number 10, Hector visiting number 7, Bigelow. This could be the Class 2A game of the week. It's not, but a close game nevertheless, and Hootens.com is going with the defending state champs, Bigelow. Magazine is a home favorite over Mountainburg, and Hootens.com also likes Johnson County Westside at home over Mountain Pine. Now to the 2AA, 4th-ranked Mark Tree at Earl. Hootens.com picking Mark Tree there. 5th-ranked Desark, another road favorite at Mariana. In fact, this should be by a wide margin. Number 6, McCrory is favored at East Poinsett County, and Cross County is the lone home favorite in the 2AA, welcoming Izard County. Cross County favored in a blowout. In the 3AA now, number 3, Junction City traveling to number 8, Mineral Springs, another candidate for AA Game of the Week. And Hootens.com likes the Dragons in a close one to win on the road. Murfreesboro is a home favorite over Foreman. Give Gurdon the nod at home over Lafayette County. And Derricks is the pick on Hootens.com at Spring Hill. Now to the 4AA. Number 1, Carlisle at Clarendon. No contest. Hootens.com likes the number 1 Bison to win. Hazen goes to England. You know, Hazen got his first win of the season last week, beating Bearden 14-12 in overtime. And Hootens.com thinks the Hornets will win their second favorite at England. Baptist Prep is a home favorite against Bearden. And 9th-ranked Poen will welcome Hampton. This could be a close game. Hampton has won 3 straight, but none of those teams have a win yet this year. Poen is 3-1, and so Hootens.com likes the Indians of Poen. I'm David Wallace for America's Car Mart. Who's feeling the football spirit? America's Car Mart proudly sponsors Arkansas high school football. Like our hardworking football players, the team at Car Mart works hard to keep you on the road. Car Mart knows that buying a vehicle is a big decision. That's why they take selling you a vehicle very seriously. When you shop at Car Mart, they're there for you through the good times and the bad times until you drive away with a title to your vehicle. Save time at the dealership and start your car buying journey online at car-mart.com. America's Car Mart, keeping you on the road.
Going to college may not look the same as it has before, but you have the power to move forward. There are over 1,000 hands-on or online programs in Arkansas designed to put you to work, and they qualify for state scholarships and grants. Healthcare, education, computer technology, industry technology, and more. Take your next step forward. Visit explorearcareers.com with instructions.
Why do tacos get their own day of the week? Is it because Mondays are so rough, we need a Tuesday filled with beefy tortillas shared with good friends? If so, why don't we have Wellington Wednesdays, Stroganoff Saturdays, and heck, Meatball Mondays? Then, Mondays would just be another reason to enjoy our favorite beef with our favorite people. Together, we bring more. Beef. It's what's for dinner. Funded by beef farmers and ranchers.
Courtesy of Beef. It's what'sfordinner.com. We're back just in time to say good night for this edition of the America's Car Mart Football Report. Until we greet you again, we invite you to check out the website, Hootens.com, for all things pertaining to football in Arkansas. On game night, you want to be glued to the high school scoreboard, powered by First Security and exclusively on Hootens.com. Barry and others are in constant motion while games are going on, keeping all of them refreshed up to the minute. Also on Hootens.com, you can watch a video feature on a very special player, Nettleton quarterback Maddox Hampton, the First Community Bank Scholar Athlete of the Week. So for now, for Barry Grooms and producer Bates Yoakum, I'm David Wallace. We'll see you at the stadium.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Hey everybody, this is Jamie from North Arkansas College. Did you know here at NAC we have programs dedicated solely to your success? Career Pathways is dedicated to helping parents return to college and find gainful employment by helping pay for childcare, tuition, and transportation. Our Educational Opportunity Center helps students through the college admission process, and Student Support Services aids first-generation college students with scholarships, tutoring, and advising. Visit northark.edu/welcome2025 to learn more, and remember, here at NAC, we believe in you.
Kick off the season with super fast fiber internet. Petit Fiber gives you the home advantage and is the ultimate choice for sports enthusiasts like you. With lightning fast speeds, you'll never miss a touchdown, a slam dunk, or a winning goal again. Say goodbye to buffering and it's time now for Yellow Jacket football. The Yellow Jackets are looking for a great season as Coach Dufresne, one of the most successful active football coaches in high school, will lead this large returning class of players and new players into the season, hoping to follow up on last year's outstanding record of 8 consecutive playoff appearances with a class of outstanding athletes. Tonight's game is brought to you by these fine sponsors: First Security Bank, Justin's Collision Repair and Towing, Joe Lee Chevrolet, The River Company Insurance, First Arkansas Bank and Trust, Blagg Law Firm, Davis Cash Lumber, Clay Maxey Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Ozark Health Medical Center, Goods Cash Saver, Petit Jean Fiber, Conway Regional Medical Center, and by North Arkansas Community College. Producer-announcer Mike Hawley. Get ready for tonight's Yellow Jacket football action by Aaron.
Aaron Duhon is here. Coach Matthew Post is with us, and we are just minutes away from homecoming 2024 here at Clinton High School and Jim Tumlinson Field. It's the 75th anniversary of Jim Tumlinson Field. We'll talk about a little bit of history as night goes on, see some of the alumni out in the stands tonight, ready to watch this football game and this conference matchup between the black and gold of the Yellow Jackets and the black and gold of the Pottsville Apaches. These two teams have battled throughout recent years, and this one will matter in the conference race. It's always a tough matchup with the Apaches, but looking forward to getting the best of them tonight and continue undefeated here in the 2024 football season, coming off that big win over the Lamar Warriors last week on the road. Well, it seems like it's been forever since we've been to Jim Tumlinson Field. I don't know in our 17 years if we've ever gone this many weeks between a ball game at Jim Tumlinson Field. You throw in the away games, the bye weeks. It's good to be back home, and hopefully this big crowd is glad too, and they're ready tonight to fill up the stands, to fill up the track, the gates, all around us, and are ready to watch some Yellow Jacket football. Hope you'll make it out if you can here. We'll be here from about 7 to 9:30, probably game time, 10 o'clock before we get out of the stadium, probably tonight. If you can't, well, tune in to 92.1 FM all over North Central Arkansas, all over the airwaves, on your internet, on your computer at www.khpq.com. You can just hit the Listen Live button. If you've got a mobile device, a phone or a tablet, you can download the Hot Country KHPQ app and listen to the programming. Maybe if you've got TuneIn Radio on your device as well, you can just punch in 92.1 FM KHPQ, listen to the broadcast, and you can watch it, courtesy of what? First Arkansas Bank and Trust, Petit Jean Fiber, our
Hogs and Heifers.
Hogs and Heifers, our primary sponsors on the video stream. That our video engineer Aaron Duhon is, he's already up and live. He broadcasts the pre-game homecoming ceremonies, and so get on your YouTube right now, the KHPQ Sports YouTube channel or the KHPQ Facebook page, and watch the ball game, tonight's festivities for that. So however you join us tonight, I hope you do. We're minutes away from football, and it's going to be an exciting one. Well, thanks for tuning in. Let's bring Mike Holly in and get us set for the kickoff.
Yeah, it's been about a month since we've been home. That was that Battle of Little Red victory over Heber Springs. We've been to Huntsville, and we've been to Lamar. We've had a bye week, but the Yellow Jackets are glad to be home. It's the 13th ranked Yellow Jackets. We started the season ranked number 19, and we've moved our way up to number 13, the HootensArkansas.com football rankings. The Jackets are 4-0 on the year, 1-0 in conference play. Coached by head coach Chris Dufran, 151 wins, 108 losses in his 23-year career as head coach here of the Yellow Jackets. The Jackets' opponent tonight is the Pottsville Apaches. They are also ranked in the top 20, so this is a top 20 matchup tonight. They're ranked number 17 this week. They're 3-1. They're 0-1 in conference play. Their coach, similar to Coach Dufran, Brian Rust, he is 150, 97, and 2 ties in his 23 years as a head coach. He's 111, 80, and 2 in 18 years at Pottsville. He picked up his 150th win just a couple of weeks ago, a 31-6 win over Clarksville. Yellow Jackets come in tonight with a 7-game home winning streak, and they've won 10 of their last 11 here at the friendly confines of Jim Thomason Field. You have to go back to October the 28th of 2022, the last time the Jackets lost at home, and that was a 36-20 loss to Lamar, a game in which the Jackets jumped out to a 20-0 lead in that one before the Warriors came back to win. You know, this Pottsville team, we've played them over the years. They are always very difficult to beat, well coached. They have large enrollment, and so you have to beat them. They don't beat themselves. Last year they were 6-4 on the season, 5-3 in conference play. They beat 2 of the top 3 teams in the conference. They lost to the conference champion CAC by 1 point, but they missed the playoffs. They were the only 4A team in the state last year with a winning record that did not make the playoffs. So Pottsville hungry, looking to get back into the playoffs. And I got a really good group of seniors that lost last week. Their backs are against the wall, so they're going to give their best effort tonight against the Yellow Jackets. Hey, this is the 83rd homecoming here for Clinton High School. Dates back to 1939. It's the 75th homecoming, the Golden Jubilee here at Jim Tumleson Field. That first homecoming game played back in 1950. Hey, last week, the Yellow Jackets won 56-24 over Lamar. The Jackets had the ball 9 times, scored 8 of those. The only time they did not score, they fumbled at the 10-yard line. Lamar never stopped the Yellow Jackets last week. The dynamic duo running backs of Rylan Jones and Zach Hunt Gonzalez. Jones went for 196 on 15 carries. Gonzalez went 167 on 15 carries. Each running back scored 2 touchdowns in the game. Brody Dufran was 4 of 4 passing for 19 yards. Had 2 touchdowns. Caleb McCarver, the junior, had a big night. Picked off 2 passes, had over 120 yards in return yardage, and returned 1 for a touchdown. Pottsville last week lost at home 33-14 to Mena. They turned the ball over several times and committed several uncharacteristic penalties for Pottsville in that game, but Mena came out with a 33-14 win. It was a wild one here last year at Jim Tumleson Field. Pottsville played here last year also. Back on October the 20th of 2023, the Jackets won 48-41. They never trailed in the game, but the game was not decided until the final 30 seconds. The Jackets jumped out to a 14-7 lead at the half, 28-13 heading into the fourth quarter, and the fourth quarter turned out to be a wild one. Both teams combined to score 48 points in the fourth quarter. Clinton led 41-19 with 4 minutes to play before Pottsville cut the lead to 1 score twice in the final minute and 30 seconds until the Yellow Jackets finally recovered the last onside kick with 30 seconds left. Zane Widener had another big night for the Yellow Jackets, 5 touchdowns, 107 yards rushing. But Colton Warren, who will be in the ballgame tonight, he had a 56-yard touchdown catch. And Zach Hunt-Gonzalez had a 7-yard touchdown run in that game here at Jim Tumleson Field. The all-time series, Pottsville leads it 7-4. Clinton leads, though, in games played here at Jim Tumleson Field 3-2. Games played at Pottsville. Pottsville leads 5-1. But the Yellow Jackets have won 3 of the 5 games played here at Jim Tumleson Field. You go back in the history, Clinton won the first 3 times these teams met. Pottsville won the next 7 in a row. These 2 teams played every year between 2010 and 2015. They both bounced around different conferences over the years. Yellow Jackets won in 2004, the conference championship of 2005, another conference championship win in 2010, and the Yellow Jackets won last year.
The black and gold of the Yellow Jackets will be gold pants, black jerseys, gold helmets trimmed in gold, and pink socks tonight. Or I guess we're having a pink out for maybe Breast Cancer Awareness Month in October. So we've got the pink socks out tonight that you'll see. So maybe it'll be easy to follow these 2 black and gold teams tonight. Look down on the field, see head coach Chris Dufran, Joe Hudson, Jordan Benson, Jesse Wilson. Coached up and ready to go here. Homecoming week, the festivities have completed. Now we're ready for football. Here we go. Fielded at the 25 on the return up the field to the 35-yard line. And the Yellow Jacks will open up good starting field position for their first offensive drive of the night. It'll be the junior Brody Dufran at quarterback. Lead his teammates out on the field. Rylan Jones, Zach Hunt-Gonzalez, Brace Littell, your backs. Eli Henson, a tight end spot. Cash Carpenter for Larry Swan, Creed Brown. Also, Alec Huey. Let me see if Ed Suentes is on the line tonight. And I'm trying to see if that's Liam Hudson at a split end or not. I have to get his number. Littell in motion. Gonzalez on the handoff, left tackle. Runs into 2. It'll take 3 Apaches to get him down, but not before Zach Hunt-Gonzalez moves it to the 38-yard line. A pickup of almost 3 on the carry. Bring up second down for the Yellow Jackets.
It's a Pottsville defense that gives up 22 points a ball game. Last year they gave up 26 a game. They returned 6 starters on both offense and defense. And their senior class won the conference championship when they were 9th graders.
Quick snap. Jones to the right side. Apaches were ready. He might have got back to the line of scrimmage at best. He'll be stopped. Bring up 3rd and 7. And so Rylan Jones, I was looking at the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette digital edition yesterday. He's sitting at number 8 in the state, all classifications, all schools as far as yards on the season. Matter of fact, he's number 2 in yards per carry, averaging over 11 yards per carry. So I think Pottsville's probably seen that on the huddle video. They were ready for that one, but let's see what head coach Chris Dufran dials up now. 3rd and 7. Dufran wants to pass, rolls to his right. He's got pressure. He's going to throw it to the sideline. Incomplete. Receiver goes down across the 45, and that'll bring up 4th and 7 for the Yellow Jackets at their own 39-yard line.
Kind of run a double move, then come back to the sticks that time, but Colton kind of slipped down here on the near side at about the 48-yard line. The Jackets go 3 and out. I know Pottsville loaded the box there to stop the run. Coach Russ this week was concerned about Clinton's running game, and that keys everything for the Yellow Jackets. When they can run efficient, they throw efficiently.
And Dufran will drop back, my colleague. We'll have to think back. I don't remember the Yellow Jackets punting last week against Lamar. I don't know if they punted a couple of weeks before that. Not many punts this season. The return from inside the 30 and an open field tackle across the 35 for the Yellow Jackets. I think that's going to be that's not Brian, not Gadberry. It is Bradbury on the tackle. And now the Pottsville Apaches, well, we'll keep it here. I think they're going to be set and ready to play their first offensive position. And that's going to start from their own, 37-yard line.
I'm going to check in and see who's at quarterback. Quarterback was injured in last week's game. It looks like they're going to the sophomore.
Going to be in the shotgun. Kind of a short drop, handoff, right side, off tackle. And going to get it across the 40 up to the 42 or so, maybe the 43. And that's a pickup. That's a pickup of almost 7 on the first down play. Bring up second down, and looks to be about 4.
Yeah, their outstanding senior quarterback was hurt last week against Amina, left the game, did not return. That's Miller Mahan. We saw him last year. And the quarterback out there right now, Number 11, a sophomore by the name of Court Johnson. That Johnson name should sound familiar. That's Chance Johnson's son at quarterback for Pottsville.
And this time we got a hand on him in the backfield. Tackled. He'll fall forward for a loss, trying to see who got back there. Carpenter was coming in from the right. Henson was in the left. Somebody there in the middle, I think, got a hand on him. It'll be third down and a long 2 for the Apaches. They've got the football at their own 44-yard line. This might be 4-down territory if they don't make it. Let's see. They're on the far hash, the visiting side in front of the visiting crowd. Empty backfield, shotgun set. 4 receivers on the left, 1 on the right, the short side. And Gadberry wants to blitz. He comes up, and I think they're going to say he crossed the line a little bit too soon. It's going to be defensive offsides on the Yellow Jackets. That'll be a first down for the Apaches. It'll move the football to their own 49-yard line.
Ed Johnson, quarterback, a 9-1 junior high team last year. Of course, his dad was part of that Clinton State baseball championship back around 1990. Longtime girls basketball coach at Pottsville, now the athletic director. Mahan, the quarterback who's injured, is a dynamic player, can run and throw.
Chance's parents, Belinda and Ken Johnson, they may be watching tonight. They might be here in person, I'm sure. Handoff right side, hit met at the line of scrimmage, drop there, no gain on the play. Second down and 10. The left side of that Yellow Jacket defensive line, I think Big Alec Huey's over there.
This is an offense that, just like we saw last week against Lamar, had run the double wing for 12 years. Ever since Coach Russ has been there, they've run the flex bone. After some success late in the year throwing the football, including here in the fourth quarter that night, they've gone to the shotgun, running a lot of the same plays, but the quarterback has got to read the defensive end.
Receiver on the right, 2 there, 2 on the left. Pass is to the left side. Oh, hit at the 47, tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Colton Warren saw that one coming, and it's a tackle for loss after the reception of about 2 on the play. Third down and 12.
Great open field tackle, but even bigger than that, that was the bubble screen, and Warren fought through the block by number 14 for Pottsville and made the tackle. That was really a nice play. And now third and 12 here for the Yellow Jacket defense.
Gadberry, the middle linebacker, sets the defense. He's there with Gonzalez and Littell, your linebackers. Warren, McCarver in the secondary. Rylan Jones, Joshua Fultz. Shotgun, empty backfield, looking to pass, looks left, wants to throw it down the sideline. One-on-one, out of bounds. A little bit long, down across the 30. And incomplete. Sam Standridge, I think, was in on that one. And that's going to bring up 4th and 12. And it looks like the Apaches going to swap personnel and look to punt here from their own 47-yard line.
I mean, they got a lot of pressure last week on that passing game for Pottsville. Numerous sacks, rushed the quarterback, flushed him out of the pocket several times last week. As I was watching that film this week against Mena and Pottsville that played last week. So good job of the Yellow Jackets. Pottsville got a first down, but the Jackets get the stop.
And the snap, the kick will be from their own 39-yard line. Low kick's going to hit the turf inside the 25. Going to be a return. Warren starts right. He's tripped up. He'll fall forward across the 25, 26. Yellow Jackets will have it there when we return. You're listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Hey everybody, this is Jamie from North Arkansas College. Did you know here at NAC we have programs dedicated solely to your success? Career Pathways is dedicated to helping parents return to college and find gainful employment by helping pay for childcare, tuition, and transportation. Our Educational Opportunity Center helps students through the college admission process, and Student Support Services aids first-generation college students with scholarships, tutoring, and advising. Visit northark.edu/welcome2025 to learn more, and remember, here at NAC, we believe in you.
Yeah, we're back here. The Yellow Jackets have ran 2 plays and gone backwards. It's going to be third down, all the way back at the 20-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and 17, and we didn't see hardly any pressure last week from Lamar. Of course, the Yellow Jackets ran the football, kept Lamar on their heels. So far tonight, nothing so far in the running game. And then when they know you have to pass, that's when you're going to see the pressure.
It was a first down rush for a yard loss, and then that sack, as you said, on that second down play. And Dufresne's going to be in shotgun. One back stays to block. Quick pass left side. Caught on the move. Starts left. Gets away from one tackle. Takes on a second. Tackled forward to about the 29. So a pickup of about almost about 7, if not 8. But still 4th and long. 4th and 8 for the Yellow Jackets. And it looks like they'll bring the punt team on with the football at their own 29-yard line.
At least completed the pass. Got the ball upfield. Gives a little bit more room to punt here. Brody had a good punt the last time. Talking about a line drive that, check it. Punt team got down and covered it quickly.
And Dufresne, the quarterback, he'll drop back to a punt position. Takes the snap, the kick, good kick, deep kick, low over the head of the return man. Takes a Yellow Jacket bounce inside the 20 and out of bounds. Looks to be at about the 15. So Dufresne's going to get off a 51-yard kick net, and he'll put the Apaches back at their own 15-yard line.
Yeah, they really flipped the field right there. Great punt by Brody. Really flipped the field over, pushes Pottsville all the way back to the 15-yard line. So Pottsville start their second possession of the night. They got a first down on the first one, then Yellow Jackets forced to punt.
Five minutes, 50 seconds here in the opening quarter. No score. Yellow Jackets have had the football twice. Both ended with a punt. Apaches have had it once. They punted as well. So, again, a game last week, I said Clinton didn't punt. I don't know if Lamar punted last week. So far we got a defensive matchup between these two squads. Looking to pass. Johnson deep down the right side. One receiver, one defender just over the head of his intended receiver at the 50-yard line. It was Ryland Jones in coverage along with McCarver. Incomplete. Second down and 10.
Their big threat at number 10, that's Kobe Stevenson. Started running back last year. They moved him over to the slot. He had a great year catching passes. Really big, athletic kid. And keep an eye on number 10, Kobe Stevenson. He had a big night here, especially in that fourth quarter last year.
And Johnson stays in the shotgun. He's got one back behind him. He'll take the snap. It is a handoff. Trying to get up the middle. Met behind the line of scrimmage and dropped. Maybe a loss of a yard or two. And the interior of that Yellow Jacket defensive line, those defensive tackles, not much for the Apaches.
I think maybe if they've simplified it maybe just a little bit with the sophomore quarterback. When Mahan's in there, you kind of call it read and ride. He'll read that defensive end. He'll put the ball in the belly of the running back, but he'll be running it right down the line. He may pull it out and take off. So far, we haven't seen that yet from Johnson. Everything seems so far to be predetermined from the sideline.
Third down, the Apaches need 11 to pick up the first down. The football's at their own 14-yard line. Empty backfield, shotgun snap. 3 receivers on the left, 2 on the right. Johnson drops back, steps up the pocket. Pressure from behind, and he's going to go down at the 10-yard line. A sack on the play. Going to bring up fourth down. I think that was Eli Henson and Zach Hunt Gonzalez. Eli Henson, give him the credit. 4th and 15 for the Apaches.
And that's what we saw several times last week. Mina being able to get in, put pressure on the quarterback, and after a great punt by Dufresne and a good defensive stop, and Pottsville's going to have to punt from the goal line.
4:27 here in the opening quarter. No score, punt, and low kick, line drive. Warren's going to field it at the 42, and a slide with his knee got him to the turf. The official will blow it dead there, but good field possession. Yellow Jackets going to be on the Apache side of the 50 as Creed Brown leads his line out on the field, and best field position of the night.
It'd been great if he could keep his knee off the field. He'd have got upfield for more yardage, but just by catching that ball, Colton Warren probably saved 10, maybe 15, maybe 20 yards on a roll. The Yellow Jackets would have been starting this possession inside in the Clinton end of the field. So a good job by Colton Warren to save us probably 20 yards.
Hand it off. Ryland Jones starts right, turns it up inside. He's in traffic, but he'll get it across the 40 to the 39 to pick up a 5 on the carry. And that may be the biggest rush of the night for this Yellow Jacket rushing team. Well, they're going to mark him short. They put him at the 40. Last week it was first Arkansas Bank and Trust player of the game was that offensive line after that big night with Ryland Jones and Zach Hunt Gonzalez. And let's see if they can continue that tonight.
Jackets showing shotgun after an under center running play.
Shotgun snap, look to pass, quick pass left. Oh, almost picked off. And it read that one well was Keegan Jones. Incomplete, 3rd and 7.
Caleb McCarver may have saved this right there. Brody just wheeled and turned. The receiver saw it all the way. McCarver actually came in, acted like a defender, and knocked the ball away. That might have been a pick six if not for Caleb McCarver.
3rd and 7 at the 40. You expect it to be 4-down territory if they don't get it here. Yellow Jackets head coach Chris Dufresne, I think he likes to go for it on this position on the field, but shotgun, 2 receivers on the right. They'll shift to the right, kind of go heavy on the short side of the field. Gonzalez is in the backfield. Dufresne's going to run. He's got lead blockers. Oh, they're going to get in the backfield, drop him. I think he may have lost a yard or two back to the 42, and Clinton went strong on that side, but the defense was there waiting for Brody Dufresne.
Yeah, almost overpopulated the line of scrimmage, more men than we could block there. After those last punt by Brody, I might be tempted to try to kick them deep here again. Try to keep Pottsville pinned down in the hole with a sophomore quarterback.
Play a little field position football. We'll see. You never know when they break the huddle because Dufresne is the quarterback out of the shotgun, but he's also the punter when he drops back into short position. 10 seconds on the play clock. He won't have much time to draw him off sides. Let's see. Shift left, stays in the shotgun. Let's see what they do. Hey, they're going to go. He's going to roll to the left. He's going to have pressure coming from there. He's going to throw it back across the middle. One-on-one. Incomplete, just over the hands of his receiver, up at about the 15, and the ball is going to go over on downs to the Apaches at their own 42-yard line.
Yeah, Jackets rolled the dice there, had a deep crosser, and just out of his reach there, 4th down, and Pottsville now is going to get the ball near midfield.
Still no score, 2:54 in the opening quarter. Jeff Hall, my colleague, Coach Matthew Post, Aaron Duhon, 92.1 FM, all over North Central Arkansas. Streaming at www.khpq.com, live stream video at the KHPQ Sports YouTube channel or the KHPQ Facebook page. Johnson for the Apaches, stays in the shotgun, one back behind him. What, a couple of receivers on the right, one on the left, hand off, and Yellow Jackets in the backfield to get loose from the first tackler and may have picked up a yard to the 42. Yellow Jackets getting good penetration there along that defensive line. Cash Carpenter's in there, as well as Alec Huey at a defensive tackle spot. Zach Shaver back in at a defensive tackle. Gonzalez, Gadberry, your linebackers. Eli Henson's a defensive tackle.
Trip Price, the fullback on that carry. Strong young man, had 54 tackles last year on defense. 3-time state wrestling champion in his weight class. Number 5, lined up behind Johnson.
Shotgun motion left to right. Comes across his face. Flags fly. Look for an offensive penalty on the Apaches. You had motion left to right. Let's see. They're going to call a false start on Pottsville. So 2nd and just over 10 will become 2nd.
Well, Pottsville had a lot of these last week against Mena. And the game was really chippy last week, too. Both teams got several unsportsmanlike conduct penalties in that game last week at Pottsville.
.2:11 on the game clock. The play clock starts. 20 seconds. Again, Pottsville. Both teams black and gold. It's Pottsville in the gold pants, white jerseys. Clinton in the gold pants, black jerseys. Pink socks. Shotgun. Motion again, left to right. Johnson drops back. Going to throw it back across the... Knocked away! Cash Carpenter. Big paw knocks that one away. Incomplete. 3rd and 15.
Yeah, I like those screen passes a lot. That was kind of a throwback or a counter screen. Everything looked like it was going to the right in a throwback. Hopefully he's in the flat all by himself. But Cash Carpenter, senior, stayed home, played his area, and knocked it down. And a good play by another senior there in Cash Carpenter. 3rd down here. This would be a big play for the Yellow Jacket defense after turning the ball over on downs at the 41. If they could get a 3-and-out here.
Now Clinton going to go with 3 down linemen, including Henson, Huey, and Carpenter in his 3rd long play. And there's going to be a timeout on the field by the Apaches. Stay with us. You're listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
Kick off the season with super fast fiber internet. Pettigene Fiber gives you the home advantage and is the ultimate choice for sports enthusiasts like you. With lightning fast speeds, you'll never miss a touchdown, a slam dunk, or a winning goal again. Say goodbye to buffering and hello to the ultimate sports experience. Call us at 501-745-2493 to sign up. Better internet, better service, and better pricing that will keep you in all the action. You won't want to miss this.
Hi, I'm Allison Tyner, an APRN at Conway Regional Clinton Medical Clinic. At Conway Regional Clinton Medical Clinic, our primary care providers are dedicated to comprehensive care while working alongside our specialty care providers such as cardiology, general surgery, orthopedics, and pain management. To make an appointment with me, call 501-745-4914 or visit conwayregional.org.
3rd and 15 by the Apaches. In the shotgun, empty backfield. A couple receivers on each side. Now a fifth goes out on the right side. Pressure, step in the pocket, goes down behind the 30. A sack by the Yellow Jackets. Eli Henson, 4th and long for the Apaches.
Yeah, they looped around. I think Briar Gadberry, a little blitz, a little loop around to the left side. And the Yellow Jackets, really good job of being disciplined on the rush because they kept Johnson in the pocket, didn't give him any room to run. And a good defensive stop by the Yellow Jacket defense after giving the ball up near midfield. And Pottsville going to be forced to punt for the second time tonight.
It'll be the 3rd punt of the ball game for the Apaches. Colton Warren back alone at his own, 43-yard line. Low snap. Pressure. Gets it off. Good kick. Down the middle of the field. Warren retreats. Fields the ball at the 41. Couple defenders there. Starts right. Back left. He's got a little bit of green across the 45 up near the 50. And going to be tackled out of bounds at the 50-yard line. Well, Colton Warren, a good job tonight on returning the football on these punts. Going to set the Yellow Jackets up at the 50.
Yeah, another good job just by catching the ball. Saves the Yellow Jackets some yardage. Then he gets upfield and gets the ball all the way back to 50. I think he fielded that somewhere around the 35, gets back up near the 50. And for the second straight possession, the Yellow Jackets have good field position.
Ball's on the far hash, the visiting side in front of the Apache stands. Sam Standridge in the ballgame. He'll split wide right, traditional wing tee set, and the give to the slot. Coming from left to right, trying to get to the end of the 50. Pulls away from one tackler, lowers his shoulder up to the 40. And that is McNabb on the carry up to about the 41. He's going to be just short of the first down, his first carry of the night.
Yeah, Harold McNabb, fresh legs, comes in. Runs that sweep, that buck sweep to the right with pulling blockers, and that's the longest run, the longest play tonight for the Yellow Jackets, 9 yards on first down.
30 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Now on the near hash. Dawes left side, he's got a hole, starts back to the middle of the field. Tackled low across the 30 to the 29. He almost broke that one, but it's a Petty Jean Fiber. First down for the Yellow Jackets. What may be the final play of the first quarter?
Watched by Huey and Henson, freed him up, and the Yellow Jackets have their first down of the night.
They will break the huddle, come to the line. They may get another play off here. Let's see at the 29. Near hash, under center, Dufresne. Snap the football, again out of the slot, left, right, both hands on the ball. 25, lowers the shoulder, up to the 23. McNabb's second carry of the series. He'll pick up about 6 on the carry, and that will be the final play of the opening quarter here at Homecoming 2024 from Jim Tumleton Field. Yellow Jackets, Apaches, no score. Stay with us. You're listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
Steve Good at Goods Cash Savers says you can learn a lot about life by playing sports. You may never be the biggest or the fastest, but you can always try to be the very best and give 100%. And that's what they do every day at Goods Cash Saver. Even though they don't have the biggest building, they try to have every item that you might need in groceries. They also overachieve every day in their meat department. So when you're looking for a place to shop, give Goods Cash Saver a try. A supermarket that cares about you and your community and says, go Yellow Jackets.
Wherever the river flows and however the game goes, the River Company is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. Just like in sports, you want someone who has your back. The professional team at the River Company Insurance does just that. They'll work hard to find you the most coverage at the best possible price, whether it's business, farm, ranch, personal, or automotive. The team at the River Company will get you exactly what you need. Sports is a team effort, so come join the team at the River Company.
Yeah, we're back. The Yellow Jackets were scoreless heading into the second quarter. That was a quick first quarter, but the Yellow Jackets on the move now for the first time tonight. As they took over at the 50-yard line, they moved the ball down to the Pottsville 23. They face second down and 4 And as we come back to action.
Best field position by either team tonight. The give is Gonzalez left side, lowers his shoulder, takes on the tackler. Zach Hunt Gonzalez to the 15. It's a Petty Jean Fiber first down.
As we saw all night last week at Lamar, Zach Hunt Gonzalez getting into that second level. And the Yellow Jackets have their second first down of the night, down at the 15.
Drive into that west end zone, north end zone. Look at it. And the give to Jones. And he'll get tackled forward to about the, well, I had him at the 11. I've got the sideline official come in at about the 13. So maybe he went down there. Going to be second down and 8 for the Yellow Jackets.
And Ryland shows you there. He can also get the tough yards. Not a whole lot there, but he bowled over a couple of tacklers. And anything positive on first down out of the wing tee, that's what you're looking for.
Now ball close to the near hash here, the home side. Gonzalez left side, quick handoff, off tackle. Not much, maybe the 12. Going to be 3rd and 7 for the Yellow Jackets. So a couple of good defensive stops for the Apaches. But again, we're in 4-down territory, or I think you're in field goal territory. You were telling me about what you saw Derek Infante do this week, and this looks to be well in his range if need to be called on by head coach Chris Dufran.
Yeah, Derek is becoming a weapon for the Yellow Jackets. See if we can pick up a first down here, though.
Wing T, set, give, right to left. Jones turns it up across the 10, the 5.
Wow. He left 2 Pottsville players on the ground at the 5-yard line, and here comes a late flag. That was a little bit of action after the play. Let's see what happens.
The fireworks explode. Craig Clute in the end zone, and expect that to be some type of dead ball flag after the touchdown is scored. Clinton 6, Pottsville 0.
I think it's going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct on each team. There was a little freakish at about the 8-yard line. But, man, Jones bearing to the left and then all of a sudden cut back twice. And he left 2 Pottsville players on the ground at about the 5-yard line. What a run by the junior Ryland Jones. And there's your man, Derek Infante, coming on for the extra point. Last week, he was a perfect 8 for 8.
And they'll set up. It'll be Dufran at the 10. He'll take the snap. Put it down there. Infante's kick is up. It's high. It's deep. And it's good. It's the Yellow Jackets here. 7-0 over the Apaches. Homecoming night. Stay with us. You're listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Adventure awaits, and with the all-new lineup of Chevrolets, those adventures can become reality. Joe Lee Chevrolet has the best lineup of cars, SUVs, and trucks ever. Why go from A to B when imagination can take you everywhere? And remember, when you need service work, Joe Lee's service department can keep your Chevrolet running like new. Make your best deal today at Joe Lee Chevrolet in Clinton. Find new roads in your new Chevy vehicle.
On the board, we're the 10:32 mark of the second quarter, and the Jackets lead 7-0 after that 12-yard run after the 50-yard drive by Ryland Jones.
Infante's kick fielded inside the 15. Nice return up the middle of the field to the 32-yard line. The Apaches will have it there. What's homecoming night? Extra festivities. We'll have to talk about maybe the homecoming court as the night goes on. I saw Maggie Gresham, senior, your homecoming queen, earlier tonight, along with her honor maids are around her. They're set up. Alumni in the stands tonight. I think alumni getting together downtown after the ball game. I saw my niece, your great niece, Taylor Huggins, is taking
California
her seat
kids here.
That's right. Flying in for. She took the red eye from California to Dallas to Little Rock.
They flew in from California for this one.
That's right. Well, Pottsville Let's see. From their own, 37, handoff. I think they got a hand on him in the backfield. He might have got back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Getting this Yellow Jackets. Zach Shaver, Zach Hunt Gonzalez, Rayson Littell come in there. Copen Ross in. This may be his first series. He's going to get credit for the tackle on that one.
Yeah, not sure if this plays are predetermined or if the Yellow Jackets are giving the quarterback some type of a look at the end of the line where he's handing that ball off.
3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, 1 back in the field behind Johnson. He's standing at the 30 for the shotgun snap. There it is, looking at Gadberry. Blitz on the right side, pressure, and can't come back to make the catch. That was Briar Gadberry in Johnson's face. Forced him to throw it a little bit quick. It's incomplete. 3rd down and 8.
And that's what pressure does. He had an open receiver out in the flat, but because he was flushed off the platform and had to roll to his left, throw across his body, the pass was off target. And now it's 3rd down and 9, and the Jackets would love to get Pottsville off the field and get back that offense back on the field after that 50-yard touchdown drive.
We'll have to catch up with Coach Matthew Post when we can. This Yellow Jacket defense, they're putting up some good numbers, limiting the Apaches to few numbers, I guess I should say. This defense doing a good job thus far tonight. 3rd down and 8, shotgun snap. Looking to pass, pressure up the middle, quick pass, right side. Can't pull that one in, a little bit low on the turf. Incomplete, 4th and 8, Pottsville from their own 34-yard line.
Briar didn't get to him that time, but the quarterback, I think, felt the pressure and had a kind of a quick out here on the near side, and the pass was low, and the receivers unable to catch it, and the Jackets looking to force another Pottsville punt here. Good job by Jordan Benson's defense.
I think the 4th punt of the night by the Apaches. Boy, it's been a while since we've seen a defensive slugfest. These two teams thus far, but the Jackets, they've got that 1 touchdown on the board. See what they can do here. Warren fields it cleanly again from his 36, makes a move, a cut, 40, 45, makes a miss, 2, 3. Apaches finally get him down, but not before he moves the football to the Yellow Jacket 47-yard line. Boy, Warren, he may be up for an early First Arkansas Bank and Trust player of the game just on these punt returns tonight. Good field position for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, Yellow Jacket special teams have been good so far tonight. Warren catching those punts, not letting them hit the ground, getting the ball back upfield. Dufresne with his punting has been good, and Infante with his extra points. So far tonight, the special teams have been good for the Yellow Jackets.
And Sam Standridge, big, tall, lanky receiver. He's got a height advantage, boy, out on that right side. Well, if you see that, tempts you just want to throw it up, say jump ball. It's McCarver, left or right, gets to the end, turns it up, lowers his shoulder, might have got a yard, not much. The speedy junior, Caleb McCarver. What McCarver last week, what was that stat last week? 2 interceptions, was it 129 return yards, and did he end up with 1 or 2 touchdowns?
1 touchdown.
McCarver had a big week last week.
And about 35 yards rushing to go along with it.
Seems like head coach Chris Dufresne, he's always got a lot of guys he can utilize in the backfield. McCarver just one of those this season. Inside pitch to Jones coming out of the slot. He's met in the backfield. Going to be a loss on the play back at the 46-yard line. Loss of 2. Going to bring up 3rd down and 11.
They allowed McCarver up that time in the right slot. The play before that, he was in the left slot. And just nothing there. No chance because there was so much penetration. By the time he got the handoff, the defender was on top of him. And Yellow Jackets' running game has been, I guess you would say, sporadic, except for that one series.
Here we go. Dufresne looking to pass. He fakes left, pumps, wants to throw it behind the defender. Standard stretches out and can't get there. The football up around the 30. Incomplete. 4th down and 11.
Really nice route, though. Brody had like a little pump fake, hoping the defender here on the near side would look into the backfield. Standards went right past him. The pass was just a little bit long, and the Jackets looking maybe to kick Pottsville deep here on 4th down.
Dufresne, this is his 3rd or 4th punt tonight, trying to see. He will drop back to his own 35. Kick the football, low kick, fielded at the 20. Middle of the field, 25-30, 35-40, a little bit of a seam, and open field tackle. They're going to grab on, swing him down at about the 43. Nifty return. I think Eli Henson gets the tackle on that one. And so Pottsville with good field position, but it's still the Yellow Jackets 7, the Apaches 0, 7:55 here in the second quarter.
Been a defensive battle so far tonight. The Yellow Jackets coming into that, averaging nearly 40 points a ball game, so definitely the lowest output so far this season in the first half. Pottsville, really technically sound defensively. Coach Russ' team is always sound.
Football's on the far hash, the visiting side. 2 receivers on the short side, 2 on the right. Now in motion from left to right, the wide side of the field. Johnson calls for the football, wants to pass, looks to throw it back left, pump, pressure, ducks, second, gets away from momentarily, but not before. I think that's Eli Henson on the tackle in the backfield. A couple of Yellow Jackets with the assist before they got there. Henson finishes him off, a loss of 6 on the play.
I think it's one thing with younger quarterbacks, and it happens to older quarterbacks too. Once you get rushed, you take your eyes off the field. You look down, try to get away from the rush, then you have to look back up and try to pick up receivers. That time, he bought a little bit of extra time by getting around Cash Carpenter, but was never, really able to look up and reconnect with the receivers.
2nd and 16 at their own 39-yard line. Looks like the Yellow Jackets want to bring pressure again. They do. Inside handoff.
Fumble.
Lost the ball. Now it's going to be covered by the Apaches near the line of scrimmage. Was that Zach Hunt Gonzalez? Maybe that ball carrier saw him coming because Zach was in his face. I think just after that football must have come out.
Yeah, they never made the connection there between Johnson and that's Tripp, I think, in the backfield. And so the ball squirted free. Johnson fell on it, and 3rd and about 14 now for Pottsville.
Just short of their own 40. 3 receivers to the right, 2 on the left. Empty backfield. Apache's going to gamble a little bit. 3 down linemen for the Yellow Jackets on pressure. Quick pass, right side, off the hands, incomplete. 4th and 14 for Pottsville.
And that was Stevenson, the big senior out here, number 10. Ball had a little bit of air under it. He had to wait for it, and it went off his hands. And didn't really zip it out there quickly. That ball in the air allows the defense to converge. He might have been looking up a little too soon before the ball got there to see if there's any type of defender on top of him. But another good job by the defense and forcing another Pottsville punt.
5th here of the first half, I believe. 6:22 in the second quarter. A 7-point lead for the Yellow Jackets. Warren's going to be back at his own 35-yard line. The kick is up. It's a high kick, left side on the sideline. Not going to have a chance to return this one out of bounds, and the Yellow Jackets will have it. Let's see, at their just short of their own 30-yard line as the offense returns to the field. You talked about early offense and scoring, low scoring in this game. Looking at the conference stats here, in the 5th game of the season after only 1 conference game, the Yellow Jackets, the top scoring team in Conference 4 of Class 4A, leading all the other, including the 8 schools in the conference, leading scoring team. And I think if I saw that right, defensively, they're the 2nd-place team in scoring defense as far as
Jackets been averaging 39 points a ball game. They scored 157 total points this year. They've only given up 13 a game on defense, 52 total points on the year. But a 2-possession lead in this game for Clinton would probably be huge.
Handoff, Jones, right to left. Turns it up inside. A lot of traffic, but he'll get it just across the 40. A pickup of almost 6 on the carry. That's the state's number 8 leading rusher, Rylan Jones. 2nd down for the Yellow Jackets.
With what looks like maybe the limited playbook maybe right tonight for Pottsville, 2 scores in a game like this would really be huge as the Yellow Jackets start this series.
Inside handoff, Gonzalez kind of picking his feet through would-be tacklers low. He'll get across the 45 up to the 47, and that's good for a Petit-Jean Fiber. 1st down.
Yeah, good things have happened tonight when the Yellow Jackets have got positive yards on 1st down.
You think maybe simplifying the playbook, maybe head coach Chris Dufran here kind of get that running game going with Jones and Gonzalez. He may try to give the Apaches a lot of that if they can move the football down the field, pick up 1st downs. It's Gonzalez again, left side, and this time he's going to be wrapped up, swung down, and maybe a yard gain to the 47. It'll be 2nd down and 9.
During the off week, a couple weeks ago, they put in a few little wrinkles. You might want to call them trick plays. We may see some of those tonight. Pottsville never got everybody on the field.
And left side across the 45 into Apache territory. Rylan Jones on the carry. Petty Jean Fiber first down to the 41.
Pottsville had 2 players run on the field late, never got into the play as the Yellow Jackets went without a huddle and snapped it.
They're going to do it again. Shot, handoff. Gonzalez across the 40, up near the 36. A pickup of 5 on the carry. What do they call that when Chris Dufran goes with no huddle?
Yeah, in the past they've called that NASCAR, that up-tempo. And they definitely caught Pottsville trying to get players on the field 2 plays ago.
Got a first down of it. Now they will huddle back up, but the football's at the Apache 36-yard line.
Jackets have a size advantage at the line, but Pottsville's usually putting more players up there than we have.
Littell out of the slot, left to right, gets away, picks his way, he'll get forward. Flag on the play. Brayson Littell carried it to the 30, which if it stands could be good for a first down, but that play from behind that is going to be a holding call on the Yellow Jackets. So that's a spot foul from the point of the foul. Yellow Jackets will have to back it up 10 from there and keep it second down.
Yeah, you hate that. Looked like Littell had the first down around the 30-yard line.
Littell's first carry of the night, I believe, number 3 for the Yellow Jackets.
Third penalty of the night for Clinton, although one was offsetting. But that's a big one now. Makes it second down and 14.
Sam Sanders brings the play in, and he'll split wide on the left side. We're looking right down the line of scrimmage from our press box here at Jim Tumlinson Field, year number 75. Quick pass. Dufran Standards makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage, makes a move, but he's got a tackler there at the 43-yard line. Short gain, pickup of 3, third and almost 13 for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, not the bubble that time, just a quick out, almost an extended running play, but Sam's first step, he kind of slipped, couldn't get going, and might have got a yard, maybe third down and 13, and a promising drive. Faces a big third down play.
Inside handoff, Gonzalez lowers his shoulder over one tackler, takes on a second. He'll move it up to the 37, a pickup of 7. Going to bring up fourth down. Now maybe look to go. They're going to get on the football. No huddle, 4th and 6. And Dufran's going to try to draw him offside, I believe. 30 seconds on the play clock, 3:20 on the game clock.
Pottsville has everybody in the box.
And Clinton will take the timeout. Timeout, 3:15 here in the second quarter. Let's keep it here. Clinton leading Pottsville 7-0 with the football at the Apache 37-yard line.
A couple things you could do here. You could go for it here. It's a 4th down and about 7, say 6 on the scoreboard. If you don't get it, Pottsville's going to have the ball, pretty good field position out around the 35-yard line somewhere there. Or kick them deep. The Yellow Jackets would have 2 timeouts left. Jacket defense has been solid so far tonight. Maybe try to get Pottsville maybe to make a mistake deep in their own end of the field, but we'll see here as the Jackets come back to the line of scrimmage. Jones is staying on the sideline.
Sandra Dufran's watching her grandson, Brody Dufran, playing tonight. Hope to see her soon back here at Jim Tumlinson Field when they'll make it back up. She could be watching the game tonight on the KHPQ Sports YouTube channel or the KHPQ Facebook page. Here we go, out of the timeout. 2 receivers on the right, 1 on the left. Gonzalez in the backfield with Dufran. He's at his own 41. Calls for the football. Shotgun snap, looks to pass. Now 4 receivers, pressure, inside screen. Just off the outstretched arm of McCarver. It's going to fall incomplete. And the ball is going to go over on down to the Apaches at their own 37-yard line.
Jackets kind of in that tunnel screen. There's a lot of traffic over there. Pottsville, tough ball to catch. Try to get McCarver maybe coming to full speed. But the pass was just off target. And Pottsville's going to have it at their own 36-yard line, just outside the 36.
3 minutes, 11 seconds. Pottsville has 2 timeouts remaining in the first half. The Yellow Jackets as well, 2 timeouts. Pottsville has punted 5 times in the ball game. Johnson in the shotgun at his own 32. Handoff inside, in the backfield. Loss on the play. Back at they're going to give him the line of scrimmage at the 36. That was Zach Shaver on the tackle. Coming from a defensive tackle spot. He and Copen Ross I think in the ball game. Henson's at a defensive tackle. Cash Carpenter, I think, is in the ball game. Briar Gadberry, Zach Hunt Gonzalez, Brayson Littell, Rylan Jones, Joshua Fultz, Caleb McCarver, Colton Warren. Second down and 10. Empty backfield. And the Yellow Jackets going to jump and maybe another defensive offsides penalty. Second of the ball game, boy. But this defense, this line and these linebackers, they've just been teeing up on this Apache offense here in the first half, so they are eager to get going. That time just a little bit too eager. Second down and 5.
Yeah, I'm not sure if maybe it changed the snap count a little bit or not, but definitely Jackets had 2 players getting off the marks just a little bit early. And a 2nd and 9 becomes 2nd and a long 4.
2:20. No big plays tonight for Pottsville thus far, so the clock will play a role here. Looks to be in the first half. Still those 2 timeouts, but 2:10, clock running. Johnson the shotgun, fakes the handoff, steps back, wants to pass, pressure, slings it, and caught! Caught at the Yellow Jacket 45-yard line. Maybe the biggest play of the night for Pottsville. First down.
Keegan Jones on the catch. He threw to a spot. It was a slant, a deep slant. Quarterback Johnson took a hit, but he threw the ball to a spot, and the ball was caught. And first down for Pottsville.
Game clock continues to run.
Maybe on their second first down of the night.
Minute 40. Receiver on each side. One back in the field behind Johnson at his own, the Yellow Jacket 46. Inside handoff. Breaks to the right. Met at the line. Loss on the play. Zach Hunt Gonzalez out of the linebacker spot with the tackle. They'll give him the 43. So back to the line of scrimmage. Second down. Clock does not. Well, let's see. It stopped momentarily. I'm not sure why it stopped.
Not sure why it's not running.
There's no timeout. The clock
didn't go out of bounds.
And the official says, wind the clock. So
wow,
the visiting team gets a little benefit there.
We've lost maybe 10 to 12 seconds right there.
Be a minute 25.
This is a big possession. This is a 2-for-1 possession. Pottsville's going to get the ball to start the second half.
Shotgun. Fake the handoff. Looks to pass. Left side towards the sideline. Jump ball. Defender there. Does he come up with it with the interception? Interception by the Yellow Jackets. Back inside the 20.
What a play by McCarver as he slipped inside the receiver and made a diving catch, and Clinton has the football with 1:14 left in the first half. 3 interceptions.
Is it Fultz?
In 5 games, or 5
Warren.
quarters. And maybe double check.
That's number Warren. Number 8. Colt Warren. Is that right?
That may have been Warren. A single digit for sure. We're a long ways away.
And with a minute 14 seconds remaining.
Who was that, Coach? Colton Warren. It was Colton Warren with the interception.
Handoff, right to left, across the end, across the line of scrimmage. But Yellow Jackets deep on their end of the field, inside the 20. They may look to just run out the clock with 1 minute remaining. They got 2 timeouts, so they got a 7-point lead. They will go no huddle up to the line of scrimmage. Pottsville trying to get set. Handoff left side. Jones starts left, turns it up inside. Apaches meet him at the 20, driving backwards. Pickup of 1, maybe 2. Bring up third down. 45 seconds. Clinton does not stop the clock. Pottsville has yet to use a timeout either. Both teams with 2 remaining in the first half.
I think the Jackets might be just content to get into the locker room with a 7-point lead here. Had they got a first down, they might have used their timeouts.
15 seconds on the play clock. Snap the football. Inside handoff. Littell with it. He swung around across the 25. And it's short of the first down. Timeout. Pottsville, 19 seconds remaining. 4th down and 2. The Apaches will use this timeout, force the Yellow Jackets to either go for it or punt at their own, the 25-yard line.
Yeah, they got 2 good kickers. They got one kicker that specializes in the long kick, so I want to line up and punt the football here. But you got to be careful. They're probably going to bring everybody to try to block it here with only 19 seconds left in the first half. A quick first half. 48 minutes right now here in the first that we've played the first half in.
So if you just get the football off cleanly, you think you can stop the Apaches. Only 19 seconds left. The only thing you can't do is probably the ball go over on downs or get a blocked punt. Just get a snap and a clean quick with any positive yardage. And that may be enough. Dufresne, and they will keep a couple of blockers in this time. Jones, I'm not sure who's on the right side. Dufresne's in the middle, and he'll drop back for a short punt formation, standing at his own 15. He'll get the football. He will get it off. Good kick, low kick down the field, out of bounds at the 38. Perfect kick in that situation for the junior Brody Dufresne, and that will leave only 13 seconds for the Apaches. Here in the first half, it's Clinton 7, Pottsville 0.
Good punt by Dufresne, kept it low, got a good roll, kept it away from the kick returner. And I figure Pops will probably run one play and we'll hit the locker room here at the half. Got a lot of guests coming up at halftime, including Queen Maggie Gresham will be here. And got a pro coming in tonight. We got Emily Pilkington with us tonight, straight from Arkansas State. And I don't know, ESPN Plus maybe.
One of our alumni in tonight for this homecoming 2024 at Jim Tumlinson Field. And we'll see. The Apaches will break the huddle, stay in the same shotgun set. Let's see if they'll attempt anything here. It will be an inside handoff. And spin away from a couple of tacklers. Get across the 35. Now driven back. Forward progress, I think, at about the 36. And that'll do it. The first half comes to an end. Boy, it's been a fun ball game, but defensive slugfest. But it's the Yellow Jackets with the only points on the board. It's Clinton 7, Pottsville 0 in this big conference matchup. Homecoming night 2024, Jim Tumlinson Field. We'll take a break. Stay with us. You're listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
First Security has been putting our home state first since 1932, helping fellow Arkansans and their families buy homes, grow businesses, and build futures. Today, First Security is still committed to helping you bank better, providing local solutions and local support in the places we love too. It's community banking with people you know and people you know you can count on. First Security. Bank better. fsbank.com. Member FDIC.
Hi, I'm Dr. Brian Head, an orthopedic surgeon. Conway Regional is expanding access to care at their Clinton Medical Clinic. Conway Regional Clinton Medical Clinic is accepting new patients for orthopedic evaluations, post and pre-op appointments, and in-office procedures. Conway Regional is committed to bringing care to you when and where you need it most. To make an appointment at Clinton Medical Clinic, call 501-745-4914 or visit conwayregional.org.
At First Security, we've been investing in our home state since 1932, growing deep roots and even deeper relationships. We're part of Arkansas. It's part of us. Today, First Security puts all of that history and stability to good use for you, pouring our resources into the people and places we love best. Arkansas communities, Arkansas families, and Arkansas futures. First Security. Bank better. fsbank.com. Member FDIC.
Steve Good at Goods Cash Savers says you can learn a lot about life by playing sports. You may never be the biggest or the fastest, but you can always try to be the very best and give 100%. And that's what they do every day at Goods Cash Saver. Even though they don't have the biggest building, they try to have every item that you might need in groceries. They also overachieve every day in their meat department. So when you're looking for a place to shop, give Goods Cash Saver a try. A supermarket that cares about you and your community and says, go Yellow Jackets.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in North Central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call, 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery, 745-2992.
Visiting with Clay Maxey, your hometown Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealer. Here's something we don't hear anymore. Prices are dropping at Clay Maxey.
We've just decided with inflation and the way prices are going up on everybody, we wanted to take a real hard look and see how we could help the community by lowering some of our prices. Across the board, we've done everything that we could do to lower prices on our services, our costs of labor, our used inventory. We've got to do it in order to be responsive to our community and our customers.
See the change at ClayMaxeyCDJR.com.
Adventure awaits, and with the all-new lineup of Chevrolets, those adventures can become reality. Jolie Chevrolet has the best lineup of cars, SUVs, and trucks ever. Why go from A to B when imagination can take you everywhere? And remember, when you need service work, Jolie's service department can keep your Chevrolet running like new. Make your best deal today at Jolie Chevrolet in Clinton. Find new roads in your new Chevy vehicle.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by these fine Yellow Jacket boosters, by Clinton Stockyard, The Pottery Shop, by Dr. Kyle Hensley and his staff, Main Street Floors, Susie Allen Salon, Johnny's Automotive, by TLC Bookkeeping, by Regions Bank, by Miller Sanitation, by Van Buren County Veterinary Clinic. These fine sponsors bring you tonight's game.
I don't know. Trying to pull up the live stream on the KHPQ Sports YouTube channel. Aaron Duhan's got it. He's filming for us tonight. I hope you can watch it on the YouTube channel or the Facebook page tonight, along with listening over 92.1 FM all over North Central Arkansas, and well, anywhere in the world at www.khpq. I might have to ask Queen Maggie Gresham. She may have somebody out and about that's not here at the stadium tonight that could listen in or watch tonight. Turn around here, Maggie, so folks can see you. Well, I don't know, but you don't have your crown on. You had the crown on down there?
Yes, I did.
That's right. It's the 2024 homecoming queen, Maggie Gresham, a senior, and congratulations.
Thank you.
How cool was that?
It was a great experience. Super thankful to have the opportunity and just know that my classmates think so highly of me. It's just really special.
Yeah. Step this way just a little bit so folks can see you watching. Right. So you had a couple of your classmates with you, 12th graders. They were your homecoming mates. Who were they?
Halen Wooten and Brooklyn Collins.
Okay. Yeah. Let me shut this a little bit for the sound. And then you girls were nominated, voted on by your classmates at school, and then you as queen there. And so pretty neat. I saw your mom today at the parade. Got to talk to her a little bit. She saw you. And she said, that's it's a little emotional stuff getting to see it. She said, I think it's going to be really tough tonight because her brother Keaton's going to walk her on the pregame ceremony tonight at the football field. I did see that. That's pretty cool. Your brother Keaton Gresham walking you out tonight. Yeah. Keaton, we used to talk about him playing football. He was a tight end and a basketball player for the Yellow Jackets. Keaton's 24 now or so?
He's 23 or 24.
23. That's right. So that was cool. Any highlights from this week, a homecoming week that you had fun with?
I love dressing up whenever I get to come to school. We had beta this week, but that's always super fun, seeing what everybody puts together and just spending time with my classmates, making songs and things like that.
Yeah, lots of neat stuff. Well, what kind of things are you involved in on around the campus as far as extracurricular activities?
I'm in Beta Club and FCCLA. Mostly that's what I do. Basketball. I spend a lot of my time playing basketball. I
know. My colleague and I get to talk about you a lot in basketball these last few years. We'll be getting excited about your senior season coming up. Your coach, Matthew Post, he's with us. We'll get him on the radio in a minute. And here in just a few weeks, we'll start working a little basketball into the football broadcast. But certainly looking forward to your season, your teammates when that rolls around. Yeah. Well, thanks for joining us. Any more official duties for the homecoming queen the remainder of the night?
Not that I know of. Just watch the game and cheer them on.
I know. We got a good one. We got a close one. So hope the boys can come out with a victory tonight and stay undefeated on the season. So, well, thanks, Maggie Gresham. Tell folks who your mom is.
Miranda Harbison now was Miranda Gresham.
Yeah, well, good. Well, thanks for joining us, and have a good time. Enjoy your reign as homecoming queen, and come back and visit with us, and we'll talk to you when we get to basketball season.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thanks, Maggie Gresham. Yeah. Quick break. Stay with us. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
FL Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store, is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. FL Davis Cash Lumber can help with your electrical, plumbing, paint, tools, hardware, and flooring needs. They're a full-service hardware store and lumber yard. FL Davis can provide you with everything you need for your residential or commercial projects. The knowledgeable staff is always on hand to answer your questions. Visit FL Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store. Same place, now Ace.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in north central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call, 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery, 745-2992.
Kick off the season with super fast fiber internet. Pettigene Fiber gives you the home advantage and is the ultimate choice for sports enthusiasts like you. With lightning fast speeds, you'll never miss a touchdown, a slam dunk, or a winning goal again. Say goodbye to buffering and hello to the ultimate sports experience. Call us at 501-745-2493 to sign up. Better internet, better service, and better pricing that will keep you in all the action. You won't want to miss this.
Hey, we're back here at Jim Tumleson Field, and the Yellow Jackets lead 7-0 in a defensive battle here in the first half. Jackets drove 50 yards for their only touchdown of the game. It was a 12-yard run by junior Rylan Jones for the score, but we have a former member, but she's always going to be a member of the Yellow Jacket Sports Network. We got Emily Pilkington with us tonight, and I have to ask you what I used to ask you in every interview. What do you think about the first half?
I think we had a really slow start in the beginning, but we did get the first touchdown, and it's still 7-0. So I think we have a good shot coming into the game with the lead. I do think we had a few tough calls that set us back, but our defense is holding them back. I looked at the stats, and Pottsville only had 11 offensive yards. So that's a really good stat for us on our defensive side. So I think we really do have a good shot.
Yeah, the defense has played well. This game last year was 48-41, so that's quite a difference now.
I'm hoping that it is a close game by the end. That both teams come out and they're like, "Hey, let's fight. Let's play a good game." So hopefully so.
Well, Emily left us, and she's going to Arkansas State University in Jonesboro, her second season. And tell us what's going on. You're majoring in broadcast journalism.
Yes,
tell us what's going on these days.
My major is creative media journalism, and I'm a marketing minor, so getting to learn all the business analytics of all of that. Not looking forward to the math part when I get there. But I'm a sports media major as well. So right now I'm doing a sports show starring me, and I'm producing it, doing all the things. So it's called Inside the Pack. It's based off Outside the Lines. So I'm really excited about that. I just started the first episode, so hopefully it goes really well. We're going to see. But I'm also directing a new political debate show right now we just did the U.S. District 1, and it went really well. There's some things I wish that could have gone differently, but being the director, I'm going to be able to work with my team and teach them. And I'm really excited to have that opportunity as well to learn.
So it sounds like you're seeing more than just sports. You're seeing politics.
I am seeing a lot of different things.
And you're behind the camera and in front of the camera.
Yes. I'm really liking being behind the camera right now, just getting to experience what everyone does. And I feel like it's going to help me be a better leader, too, because I'm wanting to be more on the leadership side when I move on in my career. But then I'm also managing the social media for the BCM and taking all the pictures for that, of course, because I always take pictures everywhere I go. So I'm really excited about that, too.
Yeah, when she was here, she wrote for the Jacket Journal. She took pictures for the Jacket Journal. She worked on the broadcast side with us. And you had a really neat summer internship. Tell people about that.
I did. This summer, I worked at Camp Aldersgate in Little Rock. It is a camp for people with disabilities, different disabilities every week, and you get to accommodate them so where they can go ziplining, swimming, fishing, canoeing, all these things. And it's just such an inspiring thing to see, and people with certain things that hold them back, and that they're able to accomplish things that we do on a normal daily basis. And it was just super inspiring getting to talk to those people and just create lifelong bonds. I'm actually going back next weekend to volunteer to help do a fish fry and to we're doing a fundraiser, helping fund a certain family that was a part of it this summer. And I was the photographer there and also helping create more content with Instagram. So it was awesome.
That'd be great. We have big games here. Not every night, but we have big games. Probably Camp Aldersgate every day is a big game. It's a big win for those kids.
They go through so many challenges that we have no idea that they face. Just getting up out of their wheelchair, is something that they conquered that they may not have been able to do the week before, months. There was this one camper that we had that she got in the pool and she had not been able to swim since her accident about 10 years ago.
Wow.
And so that was so inspiring to see her, and she was so excited to swim. And what I loved is I got to take a picture of her first, putting her toes in the water and, getting to feel that. And that was just so, inspiring and emotional, all the things all at once. But I love Camp Aldersgate so much.
Yeah, those are great things about sports. It just happens, school sports, pro sports, but kids just participating in sports, especially the ones it's a great challenge just to be able to do a little bit.
It's always more than sports. It's the people, it's their stories, their comebacks, all the things that make them and how they end up on the field, court, whatever drives them to be who they are is what it's all about.
And that's where you come in. You bring the stories to us.
It is. That's what I want to do. So.
Well, tell us how the folks out there, if they want to watch your work, tell us how they can find it.
Yeah, for sure. So we have ASU TV YouTube channel. So we have a 24/7 live constant broadcast. So you can go and check that out. You go to ASU TV on YouTube. And we also have a Facebook. And so they'll always link the live feeds and everything else. And you can always check up the updates. And it's super easy to find. Just Facebook and YouTube.
Well, if you want to keep up with Emily, and that's the way to do it right there. Check with ASU Sports on YouTube, ASU TV.
Yes, ASU TV.
On YouTube, and keep up with everything that Emily's up to. And you want to catch her now before she's a rising star, before she gets on ESPN or somewhere.
I hope so.
She started
Fingers
out
crossed.
right here.
Fingers crossed. Always remember where I started.
All right, that's Emily Pilking of the Yellow Jacket Sports Network. And thanks for coming by. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.
The Yellow Jackets lead 7-0 here at the half. Listen to Yellow Jacket Football on Q92 and the Yellow Jacket Sports Network.
Steve Good at Goods Cash Savers says you can learn a lot about life by playing sports. You may never be the biggest or the fastest, but you can always try to be the very best and give 100%. And that's what they do every day at Goods Cash Saver. Even though they don't have the biggest building, they try to have every item that you might need in groceries. They also overachieve every day in their meat department. So when you're looking for a place to shop, give Goods Cash Saver a try. A supermarket that cares about you and your community and says, go Yellow Jackets.
The Black Law Firm is a proud supporter of Clinton High School Yellow Jacket Sports. When you need an attorney, call the Black Law Firm. Whether it's an injury, accident, criminal defense, DWI, family dispute, Ralph Blagg believes in equal justice for all. Now located in the shopping center at 244 Highway 65 South or on the web at blaglaw.com. The Blagg Law Firm, a proud supporter of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by these fine Yellow Jacket boosters, by Clinton Stockyard, The Pottery Shop, by Dr. Kyle Hensley and his staff, Main Street Floors, Susie Allen Salon, Johnny's Automotive, by TLC Bookkeeping, by Regions Bank, by Miller Sanitation, by Van Buren County Veterinary Clinic. These fine sponsors bring you tonight's game.
Wherever the river flows and however the game goes, the River Company is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. Just like in sports, you want someone who has your back. The professional team at the River Company Insurance does just that. They'll work hard to find you the most coverage at the best possible price, whether it's business, farm, ranch, personal, or automotive. The team at the River Company will get you exactly what you need. Sports is a team effort, so come join the team at the River Company.
See if you can get her, then we'll show the. And we're back halftime here at Jim Tumilson's Field, 7-0. Well, if you're connected to Clinton High School, Clinton Yellow Jacket football, Clinton High School sports, on radio, any of those social media sites. You probably saw this today, and it's really cool. So go check it out if you haven't, or just connect to one of those sites. I think Sarah Hutchins kind of coordinates some of those social media sites on the school end. And what you'll see, speaking of Jim Tomlinson Field here in the 75th anniversary, you got painted end zones with Clinton on one end, Jackets on the other. You've got Yellow Jackets at the 25-yard lines. You got the big school C, the current logo from Clinton at the 50. It's dressed out as much as we've ever seen it, I guess, in our 17 years of broadcasting, maybe in all 75 years. We had art teacher Jenny Myers with us to step in to tell us a little bit about it. I know, this is the only second time we've had a home game this season. It's been a month since I think we were here at Heber Springs, and I came up early on that Friday, and I saw you and your students out in the end zone. Well, I think I saw you, and I saw maybe some students walk out, but you were finishing up the Yellow Jackets in the end zone that week. Now they're on the 25-yard line, and now you've got all the writing in the end zones. How did all this come about with all the paint and the artwork and the end zones this year?
Well, it was just really kind of crazy. Sarah Hutchins came to me and said, I have this big idea, and I think you can implement it for me. So she did all of the legwork and just gave me the supplies and let me loose, and I got the kids involved, and it just turned out amazing. So as you can see, the field is really beautiful. The students did all of the work. They filled in all of the colors and really set out the stencils and got all of that set. So I am so proud of the kiddos, so thankful for the Booster Club that donated all of the supplies, and it's just it turned out wonderful. So I'm super proud of the kids.
Yeah, school, the Booster Club went together on the stencils. I think Rosa Paz, if I pronounced that correct, I'm sorry, she donated some of the paint supplies for that and putting that together. I know I think when you were painting the Yellow Jack there at the Heber Springs ball game, I thought you told me, correct me if I'm wrong, maybe that just took 2 or 3 hours in itself. If that's the case, I'm not. Maybe the stencils helped. I'm not sure. That may have taken a long time to do what's in the end zones tonight.
Well, I tell you what happened was the first time I painted the game, Heber Springs. I didn't really know what to expect, so I kind of took a little bit more time laying it out and getting it all set up for the kids. This time I had an idea, so we still had a little bit of the sea out there. We were able to copy it, and the kids filled it in, and it just went a lot smoother. So it didn't take 2 days this time. It took 1.5. So we're beating our time each game.
Right. Well, folks, check that out on social media. Sam Standridge flew a drone today, so you can look at Jim Tomlinson Field from the sky and see all that artwork. It really looks nice. And I look forward to that for the rest of the season. We've got 3 more home games and hopefully a playoff run. We'll be here at Jim Tomlinson Field as we get deeper into the fall. So thanks, Jenny Myers, your first year at Clinton High School, moving up from Texas as the art teacher. Glad to have you. Things are going well so far, I think, right?
Thank you, Jeff. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thanks for joining us, and let's go root the Yellow Jackets on to a victory.
Let's go.
Okay. Thanks, Jenny. Quick break. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Hi, this is Jamie from North Ark. Here at North Arkansas College, we are super proud of our facilities and programs, and we feel like we have all the labs, equipment, and personnel in place to help make you as successful as possible while earning an education and working towards a new career. You would be amazed at the resources that are here. If you're low income, a parent, or if you're just looking for a new career and a new role in life, come see us. Schedule a tour of either of our campuses today by visiting northark.edu/tour or by calling our recruitment office at 870-391-3102. And remember, here at NAC, we believe in you.
Visiting with Clay Maxey, your hometown Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealer. Here's something we don't hear anymore. Prices are dropping at Clay Maxey.
We've just decided with inflation and the way prices are going up on everybody, we wanted to take a real hard look and see how we could help the community by lowering some of our prices. Across the board, we've done everything that we could do to lower prices on our services, our cost of labor, our used inventory. We've got to do it in order to be responsive to our community and our customers.
See the change at ClayMaxeyCDJR.com.
Hey, it's Coach Matthew Post. Good to have him back and bringing him in for the broadcast. I said, Coach, you got some numbers? He said, not many. Well, it's a defensive slugfest, so maybe that's where the numbers stand out. What's it look like after the first half of play?
Yeah, we don't have much stats. It's like one of those old SEC on CBS games like in 2005.
We've got 110 yards of offense, 97 on the ground. We're 1 for 7 on third downs, 0 for 2 on fourth down. But Pottsville has 11 yards of offense. I don't know if we've had a defensive performance like this in the last 5 or 6 years. They got -3 rushing yards. They are 1 for 7 on third downs also. Rylan Jones has got 7 carries for 42 yards and a touchdown. Zach Hunt's got 9 carries for 41 yards. Eli Henson's having a heck of a game. He's got 3 sacks in the first half, so look for him to have a big second half here.
I know it's been on the offensive side. Our first Arkansas Bank and Trust players of the game in the first 4 contests here. Rylan Jones with a couple, Zach Hunt Gonzalez. The offensive line last week, hey, we may be set for a defensive player of the game tonight. That defense has been spectacular. Well, thanks, Coach Matthew Post. Let's add them up in the second half. The teams are back, and I think we're ready for play.
Yes, sir.
Yellow Jackets will be kicking off to the Pottsville Apaches here to start the second half. Clinton with a 7-point lead. Derek Infante will tee it up.
Also get to start the second half with the Jackets leading 7-0. This first series of the second half may set the tone for the second half. Here we go.
From the 40, the kick deep down the middle of the field. Inside the 10, going to be returned up the 15, the 20.
Fumble.
And ball's loose. It's in the air. It's on the turf. It's at the 25. And maybe Pottsville were able to cover that one. They do at about their own 25-yard line.
Well, let's see what type of adjustments each team made at the half. Might see Pottsville maybe open their offense up a little bit. They were pretty close to the best in that first half with the sophomore quarterback filling in this week for the injured Mahan.
And Chance Johnson again. That's Johnson, the son of Chance Johnson, the grandson of Blendon Ken Johnson here in Clinton. Chance, a Yellow Jacket alumnus. Quick pass left side, caught at the 22. Steps up across the 25 to the 28-yard line. A pickup of 3 on the throw and catch.
And that was Kobe Stevenson. Didn't get many touches in the first half. He's probably their most dynamic playmaker out there now, with Mahan out injured in this ball game.
And Cash Carpenter, Zach Shaver, Copen Ross, Eli Henson on that defensive line. Your linebackers, Zach Hunt Gonzalez, Briar Gadberry, and Brayson Littell. Your secondary, Colton Warren, Caleb McCarver, Joshua Fultz, and Rylan Jones. Clinton in the black jerseys, Pottsville in the white jerseys. Shotgun snap, put it in the belly, pressure in the backfield, gets away to the left side near the sideline, driven out of bounds at the 32, maybe the 33. Pickup of about 5. Going to bring up third down and 2 for the Apaches.
Job by Colton Warren coming up and taking on the big fullback, a 3-time state champion in wrestling, and pushed him out of bounds here on the near side, bringing up a third down and about 2.
Ball's on the near hash, the home side. They'll put 4 receivers to the right side, only 1 on the short side of the field. Empty backfield for Johnson. He's standing at his own 29-yard line, and let's see if Clinton's going to bring the pressure. Inside 10 seconds, taking their time. And now the shotgun snap. Quick pass, right side, caught at the 35, makes the move, tackled forward to the 39, almost the 40, and that's good for a Pottsville Apache. First down.
Yeah, 3 receivers on that side. One kind of little hook right there. Yellow Jackets have to get a little bit of cushion. Didn't take much. He only needed 2 yards and got the first down. With Mahan in the game in that same type of formation that a lot of times they would use a quarterback draw.
Jordan Benson signaling in the defensive set for the Yellow Jackets. Head coach Chris Dufresne, Joe Hudson, and Jesse Wilson down on the field for the Yellow Jacket coaching staff. Keith Perriman maybe in the box with a headset. Handoff, left side, off tackle. A lot of traffic, but up to near the 44-yard line. A pickup of about 4, so maybe 4 plays here, all positive yards. Maybe the most consistent 4 plays in a row the Apaches have had tonight. Moving the football here early to start the second half.
Yeah, they've already surpassed their first half in total yards. Had 11 yards in the first half, and they got a first down, and now they're looking at 2nd and 6.
Clinton cheerleaders just below our broadcast position. You can hear them. Shotgun snap. Johnson takes it, puts it in the belly. No, he keeps it himself. He gets around the right end and he gets loose. The 40, the 30, giving chase. Tackled at the 15-yard line. got loose and a touchdown saving tackle. Pottsville near the 15.
Littell made the tackle. Maybe the first time tonight where we saw that Johnson made a read on the defensive end and pulled the ball out of the running back and kept it. So they may want to open the playbook up a little bit more than they did the first half. That's really the first read and keep that we've seen tonight out of Johnson.
9 minutes, 30 seconds, third quarter. Ball on the far hash, the visiting side. He's in the shotgun at the 19. Clinton looking to blitz up the middle. High snap. Can't get it. It's on the turf. Picks it up. Tries to pass. Incomplete. And it'll bring up second down.
Really good heady play by the sophomore quarterback, though. Instead of just falling on the football, he picked it up and then looked basically to throw it away. It saved maybe 10 yards, and he did. And the ball goes back to the line of scrimmage. Second down and 10.
They'll stop the game clock. 9:18. Clinton 7, Pottsville 0. Deepest penetration of the Apaches tonight on the Yellow Jacket end of the field. They'll go in motion out of the backfield to the right side. Set there. 5 receivers in the pattern. Johnson looking to pass. And almost intercepted near the goal line. Incomplete. Third down and 10.
Yeah, ran a wheel route for the receiver going down that right sideline. Then it came back to receiver, kind of a skinny post. And there is a flag. And it's going to be on Clinton.
And let's see, the play began at the 15-yard line. That was the line of scrimmage. And looks to be, is it going to be half the distance? I think that's more than half the distance. Now he's going to.
Did we ever see the signal? Coach, we see the signal on that? Roughing the passer on Clinton.
Well, I think that's half the distance. Maybe that's where
First
it's
down.
at, the 7.5. And Coach Jordan Benson, I don't think he's happy about that one. And that's a first down. First and goal for Pottsville. Out of the shotgun, I think at the 10. Inside handoff through the line, picking his way near the goal line, maybe just short. No, it's a touchdown. Touchdown, Pottsville. Clinton 7, the Apaches 6. 9 minutes and a second remaining in the third quarter.
Yeah, the big fullback Price trip straight ahead, powering his way into the end zone for the touchdown and a tying extra point yet to come. Pottsville goes 75 yards, the big play being the run by Johnson.
And a big extra point attempt in a low-scoring game.
They have an extra point specialist. This is Nelson Velasquez.
And the kick is up, and it's good. We are tied at 7 in this big conference matchup. Homecoming 2024 from Jim Tomlinson Field. You're listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Hey everybody, this is Jamie from North Arkansas College. Did you know here at NAC we have programs dedicated solely to your success? Career Pathways is dedicated to helping parents return to college and find gainful employment by helping pay for childcare, tuition, and transportation. Our Educational Opportunity Center helps students through the college admission process, and Student Support Services aids first-generation college students with scholarships, tutoring, and advising. Visit northark.edu/welcome2025 to learn more, and remember, here at NAC we believe in you.
Rylan Jones on the return across the 30, I think near the 32-yard line. Is that right? Was it Rylan?
Yep. Fielded that ball at the 7, got it out to the 33-yard line. Well, we saw Pottsville, the adjustments they made at halftime. Let's see what the Yellow Jackets did at their halftime. Yellow Jackets did not move the ball very well other than one possession. They drove 50 yards for a touchdown. We're now tied at 7. Got a whole new ball game with 8:51 left in the third quarter. This game is going fast.
It'll be Dufresne, Littell, Jones in the backfield. Rylan Jones dropped the footballs on the turf. Pottsville says they have it at the 34 and a turnover. First of the night for the Yellow Jackets. Apache football.
Yeah, just just basically dropped the ball. I'm not sure if he looked up to see the hole. It really had not got hit yet at that point. And the Yellow Jackets turn it over immediately. Now the Yellow Jacket defense, who has played well all night long, needs to come up with a stop here. Pottsville's going to have it at the Yellow Jacket 34.
Well, you always talk about teams try to make some adjustments. I mean, good teams, competitive games make some adjustments in the second half. Certainly, you talked about the highlight of that first drive for Pottsville was that long run out of the quarterback spot. But I think they gained more in the first 3 or 4 plays than they had all the first half. So let's see if they've found something they can sustain here in the second half, or if the Yellow Jacket defense can maybe adjust off that first drive, 1st and 10 at the Yellow Jacket 34, empty backfield. Quick pass, right side, slung it out. Off the hands, incomplete. Second down coming up.
Yeah, just a high pass there. Tough ball for the receiver to catch. Pottsville just drove 75 yards in that previous possession. Price Tripp kept it off with a 7-yard touchdown run. Velasquez's extra point has us tied at 7. They have 2 kickers. They have another kicker that specializes in long field goals. So Pottsville right now in borderline field goal range.
2 receivers on the right, 2 in the left. 1 back in the field behind Johnson. And fake the handoff, drop back, wants to pass, going to throw it deep, gets behind the defense, incomplete. The receiver kind of came off the defender to the inside. Ball, attempted pass went to the outside, brings up 3rd and 10.
Yeah, like the receiver kind of ran a post, and the quarterback threw kind of the flag route, going toward the pylon down there. And quickly, it's 3rd down and 10, and the Yellow Jackets defense needs to stop right here. The crowd trying to urge them on here on the near side.
Cash Carpenter, Alec Huey, Eli Henson, 3 down linemen.
Probably 4 down territory for Pottsville, so don't sit on a running play right here.
Shotgun snap to the right side, handoff met in the backfield. Eli Henson's first in there again. He may get an assist, but the tackle made at the 35. No gain on the play. 4th and 10.
Good job. They stayed home that time. Pottsville trying to hit us with that quick fullback blast. And the Jackets were all over it. You could see from here, Johnson looking up now, starting to try to read the defensive end. See what Pottsville wants to do here on 4th and 10.
They go both ways. Eli Henson's reading that quarterback. 3 sacks in the first half. Gets in a tackle there coming in from that end spot. And again, 3 defensive linemen. 1 back. Johnson looks to pass. Going to throw it. Right side. Incomplete. Over the head of his receiver. The ball is going to go over on downs to the Yellow Jackets. The defense holds. The offense will take it at their own 34-yard line.
Great job by the Yellow Jacket defense. They rushed 3 that time. Everybody was covered. You could look all over the field. And the Jackets come up big, and they buy themselves some good field position. I think they started that last series on the kickoff at the 33. They get the ball right back, still at the 33. No harm, no foul.
Creed Brown will anchor that offensive line, the center for the Yellow Jackets. He'll snap it to Dufresne, and it may have jumped. Zach and Gonzalez with the carry to the left side. Looked like the Apache saw a little defender jump a little bit, but not enough to be whistled offside. Gonzalez picks up a 2-yard gain, almost 3, brings up 2nd down for the Yellow Jackets.
Definitely the toughest night they've had so far this year running the football. Pottsville, a long-time flexbone unit on offense. They know how, the wing tee is kind of the cousin of the flexbone. So they've played this type of defense against this type of offense before over the past. They have the box loaded.
Littell in motion, right to left. Jones takes the handoff. He gets to the left, gets to the end, stretching it out. He turns 45, 50 across midfield to the Pottsville 45-yard line, and a Petty Jean Fiber first down.
They have the box loaded. The Yellow Jackets finally got a block on the edge and then ran away from the box, and Jones gets the ball, maybe his best run of the night, all the way down to the Pottsville 45-yard line.
I was talking to head coach Chris Dufresne this week. I said, I didn't watch enough to realize what Ryland Jones was going to do this year. And he said, it was like that in junior high. Then he got that injury to his knee. It slowed him down a little bit. Took him a while to recover last year. I'll finish that thought. Inside handoff to Gonzalez. Picks his way. He's up through the middle. And he'll move the football to the 35-yard line, just short of the first down. But he talked about Ryland. He's recovered from that injury. He's got the speed. He's got the ability to kind of stop, cut back, find his way to the open spot on the field. And, boy, he's been a highlight reel for the Yellow Jackets thus far in the season.
Yeah, he missed those first 5 or 6 games last year, came back, had a big finish to the season. It's been hot since this season started.
That was a 9-yard gain, 2nd down and 1. In motion to the right, takes the pass out. Oh, off the hands of Jones as he was trying to take the pass from Brody Dufran. Incomplete, 3rd down and 1.
A little heat on that one. Jones couldn't make the catch. Probably had some running room, at least enough for the 1st down, as they try to find different ways to get Ryland the ball in space and have an injured player on the field for Pottsville.
With 6:24 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Let's take a quick break. Nope, let's keep it here. He's going off the field. I think we'll be ready for action. As Colton Warren's going to come in along with Gonzalez. McCarver out. 3rd down and 1. Tied at 7. Yellow Jackets driving. Moved from their own 34 to the Pottsville 36. Inside handoff. Gonzalez lowers his shoulder, falls forward to the 32-yard line. That's a Petty Jean Fiber 1st down.
Nice little handoff there. It looks like almost he was looking maybe to hand the ball to Ryland Jones, and then came right back to the fullback, Zach Hunt Gonzalez. And Zach with that quick fullback blast, and the Jackets have their 2nd 1st down of the drive and on the move.
Sam Sanders back in the ballgame. He'll split wide right. And in the Gonzalez, boy, he got that one quick to the right. Oh, loses the football. It's on the turf. It's going to be covered by the Yellow Jackets at the 15. What'd you have? Littell crossing from right to left. It was a quick handoff to Gonzalez, and boy, he got to the end quick. And the Yellow Jackets will pick up a 1st down, benefit of the fumble forward.
Those are some things you work on in practice. I mean, you've seen it all night long if you're watching on TV at home, but Pottsville tacklers are always trying to pull the ball out from the ball carrier, and that time they ripped it away from Zach Hunt Gonzalez, but maybe Eli Henson possibly might have fell on that one. Keep another Yellow Jacket 1st down.
Dufran turned to give to Jones, and he stays low, but he's hit at the line. I don't know if he got back or if he lost a yard. And there's going to be a flag after the tackle, and that may be a defensive penalty on the Apaches, something unsportsmanlike. Let's see.
I think they're going to say one of the Clinton players. There's a guy hit the pile late.
Oh, okay.
They may say Clinton may have knocked him into the pile. We'll see. A Pottsville player clearly came in on top of the pile after the play was over.
And you're correct on that. Call is going to be
that's a big penalty
on the Yellow Jackets. There was no gain on the play. If they mark that one off, back them up 15.
That's a big penalty right there. As tough as yards are to come by tonight.
Back to the 32.
1st down and 25.
And Gonzalez with a handoff. He's met in the backfield. I don't know if he got back to the line of scrimmage. That's 32. Mike Holly, I think, it's homecoming. I think I hear the public address. That sounds like Jim Henderson instead of Brian Henderson making the call here on the PA system at the football field.
Yeah, they talked about that before the ball game, and Jim Henderson was a longtime voice of Jim Tumlinson Field. Turned it over to his son, and tonight, back for homecoming, he's bringing back a little bit of nostalgia.
Shotgun snap, Dufran. He's going to step out in the pocket and run. He's in the middle of the field. 25, hit hard at about the 22-yard line. Good pickup for Brody Dufran, on his first maybe carry of the night. But he's going to be well short of the 1st down. Bring up 4th and about 18. And, hey, I think they're going to bring Derek Infante out for a long field goal attempt.
Yeah, Fonte, we're looking at about a 40-yard kick from here. Watch him in practice here because 2 days ago, he was kicking with the wind toward the west end of the field, and he kicked a couple 55-yard field goals with the wind a couple of days ago.
The snap, the hold, the kick is up. It's deep. It's high. And it's good. Derek Infante with a 40-yard field goal on a low-scoring night. And the Yellow Jackets regain the lead 10-7 over the Pottsville Apaches. 4 minutes, 8 seconds in the 3rd quarter. When we return, you're listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
Kick off the season with super fast fiber internet. Pettigene Fiber gives you the home advantage and is the ultimate choice for sports enthusiasts like you. With lightning fast speeds, you'll never miss a touchdown, a slam dunk, or a winning goal again. Say goodbye to buffering and hello to the ultimate sports experience. Call us at 501-745-2493 to sign up. Better internet, better service, and better pricing that will keep you in all the action. You won't want to miss this.
Hi, I'm Allison Tyner, an APRN at Conway Regional Clinton Medical Clinic. At Conway Regional Clinton Medical Clinic, our primary care providers are dedicated to comprehensive care while working alongside our specialty care providers such as cardiology, general surgery, orthopedics, and pain management. To make an appointment with me, call 501-745-4914 or visit conwayregional.org.
Well, Derek Infante's field goal from 40 yards, it might have been good from 50 right down the middle. And the Yellow Jackets retake the lead 10-7, 4:08 left here in the third quarter. It has been a defensive battle tonight here at Jim Tumlinson Field. And Pottsville's going to take over with pretty good field position at the 35 as Infante's kick went out of bounds.
Pottsville's third drive of the second half. They took it the first time down the field, 70-plus yard, their first score of the night. And a second time with a short field after the Yellow Jacket fumble. Clinton defense held them, stopped them on downs, and got the football backs. Let's see what they do here on their third series of the second half. Johnson, the quarterback, in the shotgun. One back behind him. Takes the snap. And it's the handoff coming out of the slot from left to right. And going to be tackled forward, maybe a yard or two at best. Bring up second down.
Kind of a little trick play there, kind of the reverse handoff there, looking for something. Get Yellow Jackets staying home. Only a 2-yard gain.
I think Wyatt Dunn was in the ball game on that play. That'll be Eli Henson who returns. Is that right? Ian Alacue, Zach Shaver, Cash Carpenter, your 4 defensive linemen, 3 linebackers, 4 defenders in the secondary. Gadberry shows blitz. Now he'll take a step back.
2 seconds on the snap clock. They're going to be forced to take a timeout.
And Gonzalez showed blitz, and it'll get the Apaches mixed up. Quick timeout. Stay with us. You're listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
Steve Good at Goods Cash Saver says you can learn a lot about life by playing sports. You may never be the biggest or the fastest, but you can always try to be the very best and give 100%. And that's what they do every day at Goods Cash Saver. Even though they don't have the biggest building, they try to have every item that you might need in groceries. They also overachieve every day in their meat department. So when you're looking for a place to shop, give Goods Cash Saver a try. A supermarket that cares about you and your community and says, go Yellow Jackets.
Wherever the river flows and however the game goes, the River Company is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. Just like in sports, you want someone who has your back. The professional team at the River Company Insurance does just that. They'll work hard to find you the most coverage at the best possible price, whether it's business, farm, ranch, personal, or automotive. The team at the River Company will get you exactly what you need. Sports is a team effort, so come join the team at the River Company.
Oh, yeah, it's at halftime. And we're back here. Talking about the Little Rock Mills and Heber Springs score, 14-0 Mills. Pottsville had to take a timeout before they got a delay of game penalty. We're back to action. 2nd down and 8. Clinton leading 10-7.
Johnson wants to throw it deep down the right side. One defender, and the flag's going to fly. Maybe defensive pass interference coming up at the Yellow Jacket 30.
Wow, it looked like from here, because we're a long ways away, both players making a play on the ball, and Jones did see the ball coming. He didn't just run through the defender, but penalty's going to be called on Clinton.
Excuse me. And line of scrimmage was the 37. And that'll move it 15 yards across midfield to the Yellow Jacket 48. Yellow Jackets hurting themselves with penalties a little bit here in the second half. Had that 15-yarder on offense, now a 15-yarder on defense. And Johnson with an empty backfield. Wants to throw it quick on the right side. Caught behind the line of scrimmage. Makes a move. Makes a miss to the sideline. Tackled just short of the 40. Almost an 8-yard pickup. Second down for the Apaches.
Quick out. A couple extra blockers on that side of the field. And gets about 6 on first down.
Stops the game clock at 3:09 here in the third quarter. Clinton 10, Pottsville 7. Conference matchup. Second conference game of the season. Clinton undefeated thus far in 2024. 4 wins, no losses. Johnson again with an empty backfield. Looking to pressure up the middle. Quick pass left side, dropped. Incomplete. Second down and 3 coming up for Pottsville. Excuse me, third down and 3.
Yeah, it's a case of the receiver wanting to run before he caught the football. And that'll bring up third down. Yeah, that was Keegan Jones for Pottsville. This is probably 4-down territory, though. It's third down and 4.
Looking down the line of scrimmage at the Yellow Jacket 42. Showing a little bit of pressure up the middle. They'll back up a little bit. It's Gadberry. Johnson the shotgun. Here comes Gadberry a little bit, looking to pass. Down the right side, sideline defender there. Oh, interception! Interception inside the 15.
Joshua Fultz.
I think it's number 6, Joshua Fultz. Goes high, brings it down.
Great positioning up between the quarterback and the receiver. Went high, as you said, caught it at the top of his jump, landed on his back, falling backwards, made the catch, and talked to his dad today at the homecoming and parade. I said, Joshua makes a big play sometime during every game, and he makes one here as he stops the Pottsville drive in Clinton territory, and the Jackets will have it at the 15-yard line.
How about this defense? Fultz has an interception. Colton Warren has an interception. And a handoff, not much hit, driven backwards. Might have got back to the line of scrimmage. Second down coming up for Clinton.
Big drive, the way things have been, we talked about it in the first half. If you could ever get ahead by 2 scores, you really would put a lot of pressure on Pottsville. Right now it's a 1-score game at 10-7. The Jackets just can't consistently get the running game going. Either they have a lost yardage play or they have a penalty. Still waiting for that big one tonight.
At their own 15-yard line. Going to shift from left to right. Friends under center. He'll pitch it left to right to Rylan Jones, trying to get to the end. Got a block, flag on the play. They're going to say block in the back. I think by the time we got there wasn't much pressure or push on the defender, but it looked like it from a broadcast spot.
Got to the corner and put a lot of pressure on the one blocker out there. He had to, if you let him go, he's probably going to tackle Rylan at or near the line of scrimmage. You try to make a block and free him up, and he got called for the hold. And the Jackets once again penalized, this time deep in their own end of the field.
It looks like they'll step that one off from the 16. If so, I think that's going to be half the distance to the goal line. Should put them about the 8. The down remains second down. And that's where the football will be. Yellow Jackets at their own 8-yard line, driving left to right if you're watching on the KCU Sports YouTube channel.
Pottsville's a good job now of loading the box, but still not allowing much in the passing game. So they've really slowed the running game down and still able to stop the pass to some degree.
Dufresne's in the shotgun. He's going to throw it quick off the hands of his intended receiver, McCarver. Trying to get back inside for a little screen. Third down and long. Third down and, almost 17, 18 for the Yellow Jackets.
Tried that tunnel screen late in the first half to McCarver. Tried it again here off his hands, and Jackets are facing a 3rd and 16 from their own 13. If you could just get half of this and get yourself out of the hole enough to punt and maybe flip the field over.
Minute 53 in the third quarter, leading by 3.
This is an old-fashioned field position game.
Dufresne's in the shotgun. Gonzalez to block, steps to his left, wants to pass deep down the left side. He's got a receiver, but he can't catch up with it.
Wow.
At the 40. He was a good maybe 5 yards or so behind the defender, but it falls incomplete. 4th down and 18 for the Yellow Jackets.
Wow, that was that big play we were looking for. He had a couple of steps on the defender. And Brody just overthrew him. Oh, my, that would have went the distance. And now the Jackets are going to have to punt out of their own end zone.
And Dufresne's doing a good job punting the football tonight. This time he's going to be deep. He's going to be inside his end zone, that freshly painted end zone. The kick is up, and it's going to be fielded at the 43. Makes one man miss at the 40, trying to stretch right. Now back to the left, and tackled at the 40-yard line. And dropped there. The Apaches will have it with 1:39 remaining in the third quarter. Clinton 10 and Pottsville 7.
McCarver almost had him in the open field up here at about the 45, and he still got in the play. He got up and hustled and got back in the play and helped bring him down at the 41-yard line.
Is that Hayden Jones? The Yellow Jackets? I think he's going to stay in the ball game. Is that right? Number 54.
Yep, Yellow Jacket defense under pressure again. Great field position for Pottsville at the Clinton 41.
Handoff, left side off tackle, gets through the hole, 35, 30, knocked loose, ball's on the turf and covered by the Yellow Jackets. The fumble, the turnover, Cash Carpenter, Yellow Jacket football.
Flag at the 40. See what that is. That might be the biggest play of the game right there, and it's on Pottsville. And the Jackets are going to have the ball at the 32.
The holding call will be declined. And Clinton will have the football.
Cash Carpenter hustling all the way. I think he was lined up on the left side of the field, came all the way over to the right to get the fumble. I think he might have had the interception last week at Lamar on one of those 2-point conversions. Also recovered a fumble at the 10-yard line, or at the 8-yard line last week at Lamar, and he gets one here. And Jackets need to get something going on offense.
Inside handoff. Gonzalez only gets back to the line of scrimmage. Second down coming up. Well, the defense, they had 2 turnovers from the Ponces in the second half. They had a turnover in the first half, so 3 in the ballgame, 2 interceptions and a fumble. And boy, it's been a fantastic defensive night. The Yellow Jackets. You know, we saw Coach Jordan Benson. We came back from that road trip to Lamar. I saw his pregame sheet and goals for the football game for what the team needed. Dufresne under center. Give Jones left to right, gets to the ends, got a block, down the sideline, over a tackler to the 48-yard line. A Petty Jean Fiber first down.
7 in the box. So they tried to get to the near side here, and they needed a block to seal off the corner. That got him into the second level on the first down. Pottsville had 7 players, 5 linemen down, and the 2 linebackers are scooted up almost just right behind the linemen. So they got a seal on the corner over here on the near side and got some running room and got up to the 49.
Dufresne turn and the handoff left to right, McNabb, and he's going to be horse-collared from behind at the 45. And he gets up okay. That's the danger in those type penalties. A grab from the back of the shoulder pads behind the neck. They pull him down, and that should be a 15-yard penalty coming up on the Apaches.
Yeah, there's an obvious one there. Flags came from everywhere, and that's the 3rd good run of the night by Harold McNabb, lined up in that left wingback spot. And he's had 3 big runs tonight, 2 in the first half, and that'll move the ball down to the Pottsville 28-yard line.
Well, Clinton with a couple penalties aided the Apaches here in the second half. Now Pottsville's going to give one to the Yellow Jackets, driving with 25 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Dufresne under center. Turn, give Gonzalez left side. Turns it back inside. Tackled forward to about the 22, maybe the 21. Second down.
Run right there shows Zach Hunt's versatility. Most fullbacks, he took that handoff, made the run to the left, would have ran right into that pack of defenders, but he has the ability to cut back. So he's able to cut back to his right, and instead of 3 yards, he gets 7 yards. And so that ability to be able to cut as a fullback is rare, and that's what sets Zach Hunt Gonzalez apart.
And that's the final play of the third quarter. When we return for a final 12 minutes, it'll be Clinton 10, Pottsville 7. You're listening to the KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Adventure awaits, and with the all-new lineup of Chevrolets, those adventures can become reality. Joe Lee Chevrolet has the best lineup of cars, SUVs, and trucks ever. Why go from A to B when imagination can take you everywhere? And remember, when you need service work, Joe Lee's service department can keep your Chevrolet running like new. Make your best deal today at Joe Lee Chevrolet in Clinton. Find new roads in your new Chevy vehicle.
Yeah. And we're back here at Jim Tumbleson Field heading into the fourth quarter. It's a tight one. Clinton 10, Pottsville 7. The Yellow Jackets are driving as they have the ball at the Pottsville 22-yard line. This drive started at the Yellow Jacket 32, aided by a couple of penalties. And the Jackets have moved it down to the Pottsville 22. They're facing a second down and 4 here on homecoming night 2024.
Yeah, break the huddle. Ball's on the far hash. The visiting side, the junior Dufresne under center. Turn, give. Rylan Jones to the left. Turns it back inside in traffic. And that's good for a Petit Jean Fiber. First down at the Pottsville 16-yard line.
Yeah, cut back through the hole. Got the first down.
Speaking of homecoming night, Taylor Huggins has joined us in our broadcast position. My niece, your great niece, and did the red eye in from California. I don't know if she's been to sleep yet.
Just for
yesterday.
this game, right? That's what I heard. The California kid is here.
Turn, give. Jones on the carry. Called forward to the 13. You know, seeing folks scattered around the stadium, they really tried to promote the homecoming ceremony. So there's going to be things downtown after the ball game tonight. I think they had a teachers reunion yesterday as well. So hopefully other folks coming in from around the country or around locally here for homecoming. Going to have a Yellow Jacket player down. Hopefully that's only a cramp. We'll see on that. But I think, Taylor Huggins, I did see one of your classmates, Daly Dufresne's here tonight, coming in to watch your younger brother Brody.
Allie Hensley's here. Saw her.
You been able to see tonight?
No, I haven't seen anyone else.
All your teachers are here.
I know. I saw a few of them, too. It's been a while.
Feels good to be home?
It does. The weather's nice. I'm kind of dressed for winter because it was cold when I left.
That is Zach Hunt-Gonzalez
Class of
limping off the
2017.
field.
So I guess it has been a while when it's a big number. A speech therapist now in California, and I guess in some ways a little bit different than Clinton, Arkansas.
Zach Hunt gingerly walking on that leg. That'd be a big loss for the Jackets if he can't return tonight. Also on defense at linebacker.
I said we've seen Zach have a little trouble with cramps this season. That may be something a little bit different than
Mattel
a cramp.
now lined up at fullback.
Behind Dufresne, with the give us to Jones, right, left, inside, picking his way over a defender on the ground, up near the 5, and that should be good. Let's see for another Petit Jean Fiber first down. That's the signal. First and goal for the Yellow Jackets. 11 minutes remaining in the ball game.
Huge drive here. Need to come away with a touchdown right here.
McNabb now at the slot with Littell and Jones behind Dufresne. It's Jones again, right to left, gets around the end, lowers his shoulder over one. Second defender's going to take him out at the pylon just short of the end zone. Going to be second and goal near the goal line.
Hard running there. Jones using his power to get down to, look like they're going to mark it at the 1 yard line. And Zach Hunt-Gonzalez down in front of us here on the bench. Medical staff taking a look at him.
Let's see. Turn, give Jones. Third play in a row. In the
He's
end zone.
in.
Touchdown. Rylan Jones and the Yellow Jackets. It's Clinton 16, Pottsville 7.
1 yard run. Rylan Jones. The Jackets drive 68 yards for the touchdown, aided by a couple of penalties. But the best drive of the night for the Jackets. And now they got that two-possession lead we've been looking for, 16-7, as Infante's on for his second extra point of the night.
Derek's got an extra point. He's got a 40-yard field goal. This one's up, and it's good. He's perfect, and it's the Yellow Jackets 17, Pottsville 7. 10 minutes, 40 seconds remaining in the contest when we return. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
First Security has been putting our home state first since 1932, helping fellow Arkansans and their families buy homes, grow businesses, and build futures. Today, First Security is still committed to helping you bank better, providing local solutions and local support in the places we love too. It's community banking with people you know and people you know you can count on. First Security. Bank better. fsbank.com. Member FDIC.
Hi, I'm Dr. Brian Head, an orthopedic surgeon. Conway Regional is expanding access to care at their Clinton Medical Clinic. Conway Regional Clinton Medical Clinic is accepting new patients for orthopedic evaluations, post and pre-op appointments, and in-office procedures. Conway Regional is committed to bringing care to you when and where you need it most. To make an appointment at Clinton Medical Clinic, call 501-745-4914 or visit conwayregional.org.
Wow. You're watching on TV. That kickoff almost tight-roped the sideline and rolled into the end zone, but it went out of bounds inside the 5. And Pottsville's going to get the ball at the 35. But the Jackets finally have that two-possession lead we've been looking for. As the defense heads back out on the field, Jackets leading 17-7. 10:40 left here in the fourth quarter. But got a lot of concern right now for Zach Hutton-Gonzalez down on the bench in front of us. The medical staff checking on him. A new linebacker for the Yellow Jackets. I see Littell's lined up at middle linebacker now. And I think that's Hayden Jones.
Saw Hayden in on a previous series, number 54 for the Yellow Jackets. He's had some duty this season, defensively, offensively for Clinton. It's done Leanne and Steve Jones.
Yeah, that is the sophomore Hayden Jones at linebacker now.
Johnson shotgun, fakes the handoff, pumps. Now he's going to throw it middle field, jump ball! And they'll pull it down with a catch. The boy makes a move, makes a miss. 30, maybe a touchdown saving tackle by Briar Gadberry. Going to force out of bounds inside the 25. First down for Pottsville.
Wow, what a break for Pottsville. The ball was tipped, and the receiver still came down with it. Took off. Looked like he might take it to the house there, but they did run him out of bounds at the 23. That's the thing Yellow Jackets don't need, was for Pottsville to score quickly.
I thought that was going to be another interception. Could pull that one in. Here we go. Johnson stays in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff. Pitches the left side. Defenders in the backfield. Making him move back to the right. Now he's got blockers. The 20, the 15. Back to the inside. The 10. Out of bounds. Inside the 5. First down for Pottsville. Nifty running. Had Yellow Jacket defenders all around him, but the cutbacks going to take him inside the 5.
And that was all the Yellow Jackets. That play was supposed to go to the left. The Jackets did a good job to stop it, and he came back all the way to the near side of the field and almost scored. Got down to the 3-yard line. Break for Pottsville on 2 consecutive plays, and they're knocking on the door, and we haven't even played 1 minute in this possession.
Spread the field a bit. 2 receivers on the right, 2 in the left, 1 back. Takes the handoff. And he's going to hang on to the football, forward for the touchdown. Pottsville, Clinton 17, the Apaches 13.
Yeah, 3 plays. A long pass, a busted running play that turned into a positive for Pottsville, and then a 3-yard touchdown run, and Pottsville's right back in the game. It's kind of like against Lamar last week. Every time we thought we had a little bit of breathing room, and Lamar would score on a quick play, and that tipped pass definitely aided that drive for Pottsville.
Now they'll attempt the extra point. The snap, the hold, the kick is up. It's high, it's deep, and it's no good. It's no good. And the Yellow Jacket lead will remain 4 with exactly 10 minutes remaining in the ballgame. Clinton 17, Pottsville 13. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
At First Security, we've been investing in our home state since 1932, growing deep roots and even deeper relationships. We're part of Arkansas. It's part of us. Today, First Security puts all of that history and stability to good use for you, pouring our resources into the people and places we love best. Arkansas communities, Arkansas families, and Arkansas futures. First Security. Bank better. fsbank.com, member FDIC.
Steve Good at Goods Cash Savers says you can learn a lot about life by playing sports. You may never be the biggest or the fastest, but you can always try to be the very best and give 100%. And that's what they do every day at Goods Cash Saver. Even though they don't have the biggest building, they try to have every item that you might need in groceries. They also overachieve every day in their meat department. So when you're looking for a place to shop, give Goods Cash Saver a try. A supermarket that cares about you and your community and says, go Yellow Jackets.
Kick back up over the 30. I can have it, what about the 35-yard line when this drive begins? It'll be a drive without fullback Zach Gonzalez.
9:52 remaining in the ball game. 17-13. That was a critical extra point. It was high. It was deep. We're not sure. I don't know if that was a bit wide right. Might have went over the top of the upright, just to the right. But no good was the signal. The lead is 4. This was a 7-0 ball game at halftime. Clinton scored 10. Pottsville was 6. Handoff, right to left. Lowers his shoulder. 45, 50, 45 to the 40 to the Pottsville 39. Harold McNabb, another big carry for the Yellow Jackets tonight at a Petit Jean Fiber. First down.
Yeah, Harold's 4th big run of the night. 2 in the first half, 2 here in the second half. I'm not sure if Pottsville maybe's got a spy on Rylan Jones, and that's what's freeing up Harold. Maybe some open space there as they have a player maybe designed to spy on Rylan Jones anywhere he goes with the football, and that's leaving room for Harold McNabb. And Harold is a heck of a football player with speed, and you don't give him some open space, he'll take advantage of it.
He stays in the slot. The give is to Jones, right to left. Had a defender there, but he might have slipped down as well. Rylan will get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. Second down. 9 minutes, 10 seconds. Clock running. This 4-point lead. Sam Standridge into the ball game. Colton Warren out. Got to go. Thanks for Taylor Huggins for joining us in the broadcast booth tonight. One of our alumni back for homecoming. And the handoff, right to left. Hitting the backfield, dropped, going to be a loss in the play. Back to the 41. 2, almost 3 yards. That time McNabb tackled. 3rd and 13 coming up for Clinton.
Yeah, big play here. 3rd and 13. After the long run, this thing is stalled with 2 lost yardage plays. That's got to be the most lost yardage plays we've had this season.
And offensive line, defensive line really strengths for Clinton this year. Not been many tackles for loss. Not been very many sacks. And
as you look now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 at the line of scrimmage.
In the shotgun, Littell stays in the block. Rolls to the left a little bit. Has some time now. Going to be chased. Back to the right. Going to be chased from behind. Going to throw it to the sideline. Does he hang on up near the original line of scrimmage? And I think he made the catch. The catch, it'll go only for about a pickup of 3, but a good job by Dufran to buy some time. And was that McNabb coming up with the catch?
Caught that one. Wow, what a catch.
Threw that one a long way across the field.
And took a shot over there. Held on to the football.
So 4th and 10, Yellow Jackets at the Pottsville 38-yard line. It looks like they're going to swap personnel. You talked about this earlier in the ballgame. Maybe you play field position here. Otherwise, usually head coach Chris Dufresne, you see him go for it in this situation on the opponent's side of the 50, but maybe you play field position and try to pin the Apaches deep.
Snap clock down to 2. Jackets going to take a
Call a timeout.
Going to
let it run out.
Delay a game. Give a little bit extra room to punt here.
And that's what happens with the penalty.
Let's see that kick Brody had right before halftime when he angled it toward the sideline on the line and let it roll. Keep it away from that return man. They've got back there down around the 10-yard line.
Well, Creed Brown comes over to check on his teammate Zach Gonzalez, and whatever they're dealing with on Zach, it looks like probably his night is over.
I see Dad's down there with him now and his sister.
And Dufresne will drop back to kick. Uh-oh. They get a hand on it. Is it blocked out of bounds? It's going to go out of bounds at about the Pottsville 35.
Well, so much for kicking them deep. Defense has got to go to work.
Boy, it's been a fun one, and it's tight coming down to the end. Clinton 17, Pottsville 13. Apache scored on their previous drive, but they missed the extra point attempt. So it's a 4-point margin with 7 minutes, 8 seconds remaining in the ball game.
They're never easy, that's for sure. But that's what makes them fun.
4 defensive linemen, 3 linebackers, 4 in the secondary. Inside handoff, gets through, a seam 40, 45, 50, giving chase, the 40, the 30, he may go, the 20, the 10, Pottsville touchdown, 67 yards. The Apaches 19, the Yellow Jackets 17.
Trip Price, the fullback, takes it the length of the field in one play. They scored the last possession in 3 plays. They score here in 1 play, and that is a big score. Still 6:57 left, but Pottsville takes the lead for the first time tonight.
And now an extra point, if successful, will give them a 3-point lead. So, no need to go for 2 here. They'll try to kick it in, leading 19-17. But a big one just as well. Clinton, let's see. It will be a 3-point margin. Pottsville 20, Clinton 17, 6:57 remaining. When we return, you're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Hey everybody, this is Jamie from North Arkansas College. Did you know here at NAC we have programs dedicated solely to your success? Career Pathways is dedicated to helping parents return to college and find gainful employment by helping pay for childcare, tuition, and transportation. Our Educational Opportunities Center helps students through the college admission process, and Student Support Services aids first-generation college students with scholarships, tutoring, and advising. Visit northark.edu/welcome2025 to learn more, and remember, here at NAC, we believe in you.
Return up to just short of the 30. That's Harold McNabb. He's got a lot of touches tonight. He'll get the football to the Yellow Jackets to the Pottsville 29, trailing by 3, 20-17, 6:52 remaining in the ballgame. First time tonight that Clinton's trailed in the ballgame.
Yeah, we'll see how they respond here. First time that they've trailed tonight. They haven't trailed very many times this season, other than that first series at Haskell Harmony Grove of the year.
The undefeated Yellow Jackets.
Littell is the fullback now.
McNabb goes in motion, right to left, looking to pass. It's Dufresne. Pressure in his face. He's going to throw it. Jump ball intercepted at the Pottsville 45. Intercepted by Keegan Jones. And the Apache offense quickly back out on the field with 6:50 remaining and a 3-point lead.
Well, defense got to go to work here. Still plenty of time, but you can't allow another Pottsville score.
And Coach Jordan Benson signals in the defense. That 4-man front. 3 linebackers. It was Eli Henson with that big first half with 3 sacks. Inside handoff. No, quarterback's going to keep it. Starts left. And he'll turn it up and carry to the 50, a 5-yard pickup. I guess kind of read that in, kept it himself. 2nd down and 5.
And that's the one difference from the first half to the second half. He didn't do any of that the first half as far as really reading. It's twice here in the second half he's read it and kept it.
Well, Apaches huddle up. They'll take the time. Now the clock in their favor. 10 seconds on the play clock, 6:15 on the game clock. Football at the 50-yard line, 2nd down and 5. They'll wind it all the way down to a 2nd, and they'll snap it just in time. Inside handoff, tackle, at about the 48. Pickup of 2, going to bring up 3rd down and 3 for Pottsville.
Need a stop here. If not, they're going to run another couple of minutes off the clock. So if you can get a stop here, you got plenty of time as the clock hits 5:45.
Cash Carpenter with a tackle. He had a fumble recovery earlier in the second half. He's up front along with Zach Shaver, Alec Huey, and Eli Henson.
Crowd making some noise.
And a play clock down inside 5 seconds again. Shotgun snap. Right side across the 45 up to the 41, and that's good for a Pottsville first down.
See, Pottsville starting to gain, some more confidence here in this second half. Been able to do a little bit on offense. Only 11 yards in the first half. But the Jackets really couldn't put them away in that first half. The Jackets only scored 7 points themselves in that first half.
Game clock nearing 5 minutes. Clinton has 3 timeouts. Pottsville with 2 when needed. Play clock at 10. Johnson stays in the shotgun as he has throughout the ball game. Looking to blitz up the middle. And ball loose! And the defense has it. A turnover at the 41-yard line.
He got upended, went airborne, and the ball popped free.
4th turnover of the night for Pottsville. And just what the Yellow Jackets needed.
Wow.
With
I don't know.
4:48 remaining.
The replay. I don't know if maybe Littell, but I'm not sure.
4:48 to go, trailing by 3, 20-17, the Pottsville lead.
Maybe that'll give the Yellow Jackets a lift here.
From their own 41, in motion goes McNabb, right to left, handoff left side. Met just across the line, pickup of 2 at best on the carry. Nathan Hutto in the ball game for the first time tonight, his first carry. Again, Zach Gonzalez is out with an injury. 2nd down and 8.
Pottsville still content to load the box, but they've been good enough to really slow down any type of passing game.
Motion again, McNabb, right to left. This time it's left to right with Rylan Jones. Turns it up, 45, tackled to the 50, to the Pottsville 49. He's going to be right at the first down marker. We'll look for the signal. They'll say just short, 3rd and a yard for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, not sure how good a spot he got there. Looks like his back landed somewhere between the 50 and the Pottsville 49, but they put it right square on the 50. Clinton crowd doesn't like that.
Center of the field at the 50. Quick snap, quarterback keeper Dufran. Big push, Petit Fiber first down to the Apache 48.
Jackets quickly on the ball, going NASCAR, no huddle.
Saw them have success with that in the first half.
Pottsville still trying to get players off the field.
They're going to have to take a timeout. A defensive timeout with 3:52 remaining. Pottsville will only have 1 timeout remaining.
Yeah, they got caught with too many players on the field. They realized that 14 tried to get off the field as fast as he could. Pottsville had to take a timeout. Scoreboard shows them with 2, but should that be 1? Yeah, there it is. 1 timeout left for Pottsville. That would come into play if the Yellow Jackets could score here. Jackets still have all 3 of theirs. 3:52 left, plenty of time.
And again, trailing by 3, so all you need is a field goal. We've seen one of those already tonight. Derek Infante kicked a 40-yard field goal in the first half, so he's a weapon the Yellow Jackets can utilize if needed.
Oh, it's Larry Swan here on the near side. He's not on the field. Let's see who we got over at right guard now.
So here we go with the Pottsville 48. Back to action. Turn, give, handoff, right to left. Jones with it. Back to the middle. Rylan Jones to the 43. Boy, Jones has good vision as a running back. He goes left. Doesn't see it there, kind of buys a little bit of time before he can go straight up the field, and he'll at least pick up 3, almost 4.
Most running backs would have got nothing.
Quick handoff, Littell, flag on the play.
Early.
And this one's coming back. Illegal shift with 3 minutes, 30 seconds remaining.
I think Hayden Jones now in at right guard.
So from the line of scrimmage, keep it second down, 5-yard penalty. Takes it back to the 48, the original line of scrimmage. So second down and 10.
Yards have been hard to come by tonight. You hate to give them up on a penalty. Look at that box loaded.
Turn, give McNabb out of the slot. Left to right, he's got a seam. The 40, splits to the 30, the 25. Harold McNabb to the 21-yard line, and a Petty G Fiber first down.
Fifth big run of the night for the sophomore. He finally popped that initial line of scrimmage, got into the second level, and they had to tackle him from behind. Not before he got a first down. Down at the Pottsville 21. Still 3:15 left here in the fourth quarter. Jackets trying to rally in this one.
Turn, give, Jones, right to left, inside, gets tripped low to the 16. And a pickup, maybe the 17, a pickup of 4.
Jones took a pretty good look at the end of that one, but he popped right back up.
Almost looked like was it a helmet to helmet almost? Not intentional. I think Ryland falling, but second and 6, we'll call it. Under 2:40 to go. Turn. Is it McNabb getting out of the slot up to the 15, a pickup of 2 on the carry. Third down and almost 4 for the Yellow Jackets, a long 3.
And McNabb needs to come out. Third down, long 3, maybe 4. You are in field goal range. Jackets trailing by 3, but you'd sure like to get a first down right here.
The ball's in the middle of the field. Do you keep it here? Thinking if you don't make it, you set up for the field goal. It's going right to left. Jones, he's got the first down. He's got the touchdown. Ryland Jones from the 15. Clinton 23, Pottsville 20.
Trap play. Took it up the middle, cut back to his right, walked into the end zone, and the Jackets have scored and retaken the lead. They drive 59 yards for the touchdown, and Infante on to try to make it a 4-point game.
And a big one here. Try to make it more than a field goal for the Apaches. It's up and it's good. It's Clinton 24, Pottsville 20. 1 minute, 57 seconds remaining when we return. You're listening to KHBQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Hi, I'm Allison Tyner, an APRN at Conway Regional Clinton Medical Clinic. At Conway Regional Clinton Medical Clinic, our primary care providers are dedicated to comprehensive care while working alongside our specialty care providers such as cardiology, general surgery, orthopedics, and pain management. To make an appointment with me, call 501-745-4914 or visit conwayregional.org.
Steve Good at Goods Cash Savers says you can learn a lot about life by playing sports. You may never be the biggest or the fastest, but you can always try to be the very best and give 100%. And that's what they do every day at Goods Cash Saver. Even though they don't have the biggest building, they try to have every item that you might need in groceries. They also overachieve every day in their meat department. So when you're looking for a place to shop, give Goods Cash Saver a try. A supermarket that cares about you and your community and says, go Yellow Jackets.
And the kick in Ponte down to the 10, fielded there, 15-20. Ball on the left side, the visiting side, to the sideline, and stays on his feet up to the 35-yard line. Out of bounds there. Pottsville will have it at their own 35 with 1 minute 48 seconds remaining. They have 1 timeout. Clinton has 3. It's the Yellow Jackets 24, the Apaches 0.
Well, the Yellow Jackets cashed in on that Pottsville fumble to score and take the lead. And now the defense needs 1 more stop tonight. The Jackets get out of here with a victory on homecoming night. Pottsville has scored in 3 plays and in 1 play on their last 2 possessions.
And here we go. Pottsville kind of took their time on that last series, trying to run some clock. This time they'll have to play a little bit faster. They break the huddle, under 10 seconds down the play clock. They look to the sideline. They got it dialed up. Empty backfield. Johnson alone. 5 receivers in the pattern. Wants to pass left sideline. Trying to get behind the defender by a step. Can't hang on. There's a flag on the play up at the 34.
Wow. Another play where both players were going for the football. And the Yellow Jackets will be called for a pass interference. Wow.
And that's the call. And so the line of scrimmage was the 35, and the 15-yard penalty will move the football to the 50-yard line.
And the Yellow Jacket defender clearly saw the ball coming, so he was not face guarding, which really is not a high school rule. And twice now the Yellow Jackets have been hit for pass interference. The officials are far away, though. We only have a 4-man crew tonight. So that official that makes that call, he's about 25 yards away from that.
Johnson looks inside, not there. Pitches it out to the right side, up across the 50 to the 49. A pickup of 1 yard with 1:30 seconds remaining, and Pottsville's going to get up on the ball. No huddle. They've only got 1 timeout. 2nd down and 9. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Johnson's got a single back behind him. 1:20 to go. Shotgun snap at the 46. Rolls to his left, staying in the block, 4 receivers. Pushes out the pass across the 45. Caught at about the 43. Short of the first down. 3rd down coming up. 3rd and 3.
That timeout that Pottsville had to take when the Yellow Jackets went with no huddle could play a factor here. Only 1 timeout left for Pottsville.
44. 3rd down and 4. Clock did not stop. Looking to pass. Winds up. Middle of the field. Well over the head of his intended receiver. That does stop the clock, but it is now 4th down. 4 to go for Pottsville, and they've got the football at the Yellow Jacket 44-yard line.
I did make a mistake. There are 5 officials, but there's only 1 in the secondary. The umpire is right up behind the line of scrimmage, so you can't have between 4 and 6 officials in a high school football game. So there's only 1 official in the deep center part of the field, but there are 5 officials, and here we go. The game on the line right here.
The Yellow Jacket defense won the first half. Can they win the game right here with a stop? Shotgun. Johnson fakes it. He's going to pass. It's caught at the 39 and a 1st down for Pottsville. It stops the clock momentarily. 45 seconds.
Wow. That was a game of inches right there. Almost didn't make the catch. Almost didn't have the 1st down, but they get it. The game goes on.
35 seconds. Snap the football. Looking to pass. Johnson left side. 3 receivers. Pressured. Sack. Back at the 47. The sack by Cash Carpenter. Let's see. They're going to have to use their final timeout, I believe. 28 seconds.
Flag on the field. They may hit the Yellow Jackets for a face mask. Let's see.
That stopped the clock. That's the call. Face mask.
Wow.
Is that from the line of scrimmage as opposed to where the sack was back at the 46? They're going to mark it off.
Forced Pottsville to use their final timeout. Now they get to keep it.
From the line of scrimmage.
Spike the football.
That's a 15-yarder then.
2 penalties on this drive that aided Pottsville. A pass interference and now a face mask.
At the what? The 22-yard line, is that right? And they'll start the clock. They do. Winding at 27 seconds. Empty backfield. It drops it. He picks it up. He's going to pass it. Middle of the field. Incomplete. I think maybe Joshua Fultz back defending. Stops the game clock at 21 seconds. Pottsville at the Yellow Jacket 22.
Yeah, it doesn't really hurt Pottsville there. The incomplete pass stopped the clock. They still have a timeout in their pocket here. With 21 seconds to go.
Clinton leading 24-20.
It's going to come down to a defensive stop because they can throw the ball into the end zone from here. Field goal will do them no good, though. That missed extra point plays a factor here.
Play clock down to 7. They'll quickly get set. Empty backfield, 5 receivers. And he off his hands. Loose on the field. Johnson picks it up. He's just going to throw it up for grabs. Intercepted. The 20. Intercepted again by the Yellow Jackets. Joshua Fultz, I believe. And the defense has held on. And it looks like the Yellow Jackets will win the ball game.
The sophomore quarterback under the heat. You can't blame him. But he made the mistake there. He was looking at the line of scrimmage and not at the snaps, trying to change the play. And then when he picked up the loose ball, he just turned and threw it up in the air. instead of throwing it into the ground and playing for another play. That'll be a teachable moment for Johnson. But the Yellow Jackets are going to walk out of here with a victory, and it was a great game played by both of these two teams.
Joshua Fultz's second interception of the night. The defense, their fifth turnover caused by the Apaches. They snap it, and the clock's going to wind down the final 10 seconds, and Clinton gets the victory 24-20 in this conference matchup on Homecoming 2024 over the Pottsville Apaches. The crowd gets excited. The cheerleaders are going to meet across the 50 to shake hands with the teams, the coaching staff. The fireworks explode courtesy of Craig Clute. We got an instant classic tonight. If you didn't get a chance to see this one in total, you can run it back on the KHBQ Sports YouTube channel and watch this one. And Clinton remains undefeated, 5 wins, no losses on the season.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Adventure awaits, and with the all-new lineup of Chevrolets, those adventures can become reality. Joe Lee Chevrolet has the best lineup of cars, SUVs, and trucks ever. Why go from A to B when imagination can take you everywhere? And remember, when you need service work, Joe Lee's service department can keep your Chevrolet running like new. Make your best deal today at Joe Lee Chevrolet in Clinton. Find new roads in your new Chevy vehicle.
First Security has been putting our home state first since 1932, helping fellow Arkansans and their families buy homes, grow businesses, and build futures. Today, First Security is still committed to helping you bank better, providing local solutions and local support in the places we love too. It's community banking with people you know and people you know you can count on. First Security. Bank better. fsbank.com. Member FDIC.
Hi, I'm Dr. Brian Head, an orthopedic surgeon. Conway Regional is expanding access to care at their Clinton Medical Clinic. Conway Regional Clinton Medical Clinic is accepting new patients for orthopedic evaluations, post and pre-op appointments, and in-office procedures. Conway Regional is committed to bringing care to you when and where you need it most. To make an appointment at Clinton Medical Clinic, call 501-745-4914 or visit conwayregional.org.
At First Security, we've been investing in our home state since 1932, growing deep roots and even deeper relationships. We're part of Arkansas. It's part of us. Today, First Security puts all of that history and stability to good use for you, pouring our resources into the people and places we love best. Arkansas communities, Arkansas families, and Arkansas futures. First Security. Bank better. fsbank.com. Member FDIC.
Steve Good at Goods Cash Savers says you can learn a lot about life by playing sports. You may never be the biggest or the fastest, but you can always try to be the very best and give 100%. And that's what they do every day at Goods Cash Saver. Even though they don't have the biggest building, they try to have every item that you might need in groceries. They also overachieve every day in their meat department. So when you're looking for a place to shop, give Goods Cash Saver a try. A supermarket that cares about you and your community and says, go Yellow Jackets.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in north central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call, 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery, 745-2992.
Visiting with Clay Maxey, your hometown Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealer. Here's something we don't hear anymore. Prices are dropping at Clay Maxey.
We've just decided with inflation and the way prices are going up on everybody, we wanted to take a real hard look and see how we could help the community by lowering some of our prices. Across the board, we've done everything that we could do to lower prices on our services, our cost of labor, our used inventory. We've got to do it in order to be responsive to our community and our customers.
See the change at ClayMaxeyCDJR.com.
Down on the field here. It's going to take a while for folks to get off the field tonight in this exciting homecoming victory, 24-20 over the Pottsville Apaches, and just a buzz here tonight at Jim Tumleton Field in the 75th anniversary. And the big win tonight. A lot of alumni back tonight in the stands. And Jay Azabi's with me. And I think he's trying to get Libby's attention to come up and join him. She's down talking on the track tonight. They're back in town tonight. Jay, the son-in-law now of head coach Chris Dufran. Jay was a 3-year starter for the Yellow Jackets. He burst onto the scene as an offensive lineman back in only his 10th grade year. And that's really something special when you can come on as a 10th grader and play with the big boys your first year in high school football. So, Jay, you were back tonight.
Yeah.
You got to see the team. What were your thoughts on the game?
It was a great game. A lot of good ball being played.
Get a little bit closer there.
Gotcha.
Okay, yep.
Perfect. Yeah, there was a lot of good ball being played. I liked watching it. Getting to see my brother and my brother-in-law, play ball. It was good. It was good. Got to see my cousin out there, so they all played really well. I was proud of them.
And your brother, Jory Tumleson. We talk about Jory sometimes tonight. He's the fantastic, manages everything for the football program and does a great job. You got to see him out there tonight. And, if I remember, I'll have to get Matthew Post in here before we go off there. I think that was a 7-0 ball game after the first half, a defensive slugfest, and teams put some points on in the second half. But, folks talk about how much fun it is to watch a high-scoring team in a game. This game was as enjoyable to watch and call as any I've seen in a long time on two teams, a lot of defense and just battle to the very end.
It was a good game. Like I said, I enjoyed seeing the defensive battle, in the first half. It was really fun.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of turnovers tonight.
Defense forced Pottsville 5 turnovers. They're 3 interceptions, 2 fumbles, and maybe Pottsville, when they go home tonight, they'll think maybe that was the difference in the ball game. 5 turnovers in a 4-point game.
Yeah, it was good. I love to see it.
Yeah. Well, Jay, so far the rushing game, I think Pottsville did a good job tonight of kind of keeping the Clinton rushing game in check tonight. But in the first 4 weeks, we had Rylan Jones with he was the first Arkansas Bank Trust player of the game. He was just under 600 yards on the season thus far going into tonight, if I got that right. Number 8 rusher in the state. We had the offensive line as the player of the game last week in the win over Lamar. Seems like head coach Christopher Franny seems like he's always got those linemen and running backs ready coming up as they age and get to senior high. I don't know if you got to play much attention to the line tonight, but that's been a bright spot for the Yellow Jackets.
They were moving for sure. We try to watch every week if we can, listen to y'all. So last week they played great. Today they played great as well. So I love to see the line moving, though. Mm-hmm. It's good to see. So. A lot of big boys out there.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. You've not been too many years since you were there. Well, tell folks, I think now you're up in the St. Louis area.
Yep. St. Louis, a chiropractic school, hoping to come back. So
we'll look forward to seeing you and Libby come back and join us. I think she's a hairdresser, cosmetologist there in St. Louis. So, We'd have a spot for you when you make it back here.
Good deal. Looking forward to it.
That's right. Well, thanks for joining me on the radio. I know you probably got lots of folks to talk to tonight, and I think we'll probably see you in a little bit here after the game as well.
We will.
So thanks, Jay Azabi.
Good seeing you.
Yeah. Well, Coach Matthew Post, come on over here. Get you set here. And, we talked about after the first half, you kind of jokingly said, well, there's not many numbers from the first half. And it was only 7 points had been scored. The Yellow Jacket defense was fantastic. I think they held Pottsville to only 11 yards offensively in the first half. And I think one of the things we'll say about this one now that's over is it was really a tale of two halves. Pottsville came out, if it was adjustments they made or whatever it was in the second half to kind of get their offense going. And so the numbers, they changed around a little bit. The main numbers on the scoreboard, Clinton got the victory, but what'd you see in the second half and then how things ended up here at the end?
Yeah, both offenses picked up in the second half. and especially the rushing attack for us and the passing game for them. But both teams had turnovers, so the numbers are higher, but, there's not a lot of points in the ball game. We ran the ball 54 times for 295 yards, and we passed the ball. We had 3 completions for 15 yards. So we really did a bunch of damage on the ground tonight. And Pottsville had 29 rushes for 143 yards. But if you remember, they had -3 rushing yards in the first half. So they really picked up the rushing game in the second. And they had 8 completed passes for 85 yards. They were 2 for 12 on third downs, and we were 3 for 13 on third downs. So both offenses had a tough time on third downs tonight. But I think both offenses were sitting in 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9s, 3rd and 10s all night long, which is really the defense's advantage. Rylan Jones ran the ball 21 times for 135 yards and 3 touchdowns tonight. But I think the unsung hero tonight was McNabb. He really showed off his speed, his quickness, and he runs that ball hard. When he hits a hole, he hits it. And he had 8 rushes for 77 yards, which he had a couple of really big runs there late in the game when we were kind of stagnant and really busted the offense open. Zach Hunt had 17 carries for 77 yards and no touchdown, sorry. But passing, Dufresne was 3 for 12 tonight, 15 yards and an interception. And in the kicking game, you got to mention Derek Infante's 4-yard field goal. That was huge. Probably good from 50-plus yards. That's a weapon anytime you can do that. And then Eli Henson had 3 tackles and 3 sacks tonight. I don't remember the last time we had a player have 3 sacks in a game. That's a really, really big game. Briar Gadberry had 4 tackles. Zach Hunt Gonzalez also had 5 tackles. And Brayson Littell had 9 tackles tonight. So.
Matter of fact, I see Eli down there. I might try to get him up, motion him up. If he can run up here, and we can talk to him in a minute. We'll see if we can get some folks to visit with.
Yeah, I've got Eli in health class, and I was asking about the games, and he said, it doesn't matter who we play. I'm going to go out there, and I'm going to make a bunch of tackles. And he sure did that tonight.
And as we're looking down, this folks going to take linger a long time talking about this one tonight. Coach, our principal Tim Smith down on the field as well, representing the team. So,
and this was a big win as far as playoffs go. It really puts you in a really good spot to be a top 3 seed, which that locks up home playoff games the first 2 weeks. So, Eli. So that's always really big to put yourself in a spot to be in a top 3 here. If you take care of business against the bottom feeders in the conference, you should be sitting in a really good playoff draw.
Right, we'll be looking. We can check the scoreboard now for the night goes on. There are the 3 other conference games around. I think I can get those fairly quick. Now, you never know for sure if those scores have been updated or where they are in them unless it's a final. So we'll, as I'm pulling those up now and refreshing those, in the Conference 4 of Class 4A. So scroll down through there, I can see Ozark 39-7 over Dover. That was kind of expected. Mena in a close one with Lamar. Mena 28, Lamar 21. That's a third quarter score. And then Dardanelle 46-0 over Waldron as Sand Lizards come in. Well, hey, just as Coach Matthew Post was talking about him, we're going to have Eli Henson join us. We may have him on camera, too. I don't know. Aaron may be able to pick him up out there. Number 32, Eli Henson. Well, if you were watching it on the YouTube stream, you kept seeing number 32 all night. Matter of fact, I think in the first half alone, Eli, Coach Post recorded you, I think, with 3 sacks and 3 tackles, and you were everywhere in that dominating first half that your defense had a 7-0 score, holding the Apaches scoreless in the first half. Kind of your thoughts on I don't know if that's what you studied this week and were prepared for, but kind of how that first half played out.
Our coach at practice kept on getting on us about energy and just going after the ball and blowing them up. And that's really what we focused on with our blitz and whatnot. Briar kept on trying to push us. Briar Gadberry tried to push us to get to the backfield. Cash was there helping me. We just had to chase the lion out of the village like Benai in the Bible.
That's a good point there. I think you held Pottsville to 11 yards total offense in the first half. Was it a -3 on the ground on the rushing game? So you guys were all over them. And one thing, now
So, calling from a press box, either a long way away or sometimes where we are with bad angles and various fields we go to, sometimes it's hard to see who makes a play. You guys get piled up in the midside. Thankfully, you're one of the tallest players on the field. I can find number 32. And one of the things I notice is, you're a defensive end. You line up on the outside, but you have an incredible ability to get to the other side of the field. You can move from left to right or right to left, and it seems like you always end up on the tackle or close to it. I don't know how you do that from that end spot to get all the way across the field, but you certainly do a good job.
Yes, sir. It's just, once again, Coach Benson. He was making us get off the field, get on there, and chase the ball. 2 whistles. And it worked great.
Yeah. So the second half, Pottsville comes out. They get some points on the board. And in the second half, they kind of moved the ball a little bit. It got dangerous there late in the ball game, but you end up with 5 turnovers by the time the ball game's over. You recover 2 fumbles and 3 interceptions as a defense.
We had to finish the story, jump in the pit, kill the lion.
Mm-hmm.
And our boys had to stand up. They were kind of slouched down for a second, but we wanted it. We wanted it a lot.
That's right. Some of those guys that called my name, I think Josh Fultz had 2 interceptions. Colton Warren had an interception. Cash Carpenter had a fumble recovery. I'm not sure if I knew who had that other fumble or not. We may have to go back and watch on the video in one of those fumble recoveries. But, really, the offense has been really so dominating in the first 4 ball games, especially that rushing attack. Defense, I think, really the difference maker tonight on you guys. You play both sides of the football. Offense is a tight end, defensive end. You enjoy both of them just as well? Do you have a favorite?
Yes. It matters on, what we're lining up on defense because I like tight end a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I like tight end. I like blowing someone up. I like getting my man, getting pancakes and whatnot. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, defense like that, when they did nasty, when they had a hanger, a tight end, and a tackle, and the hanger was in between the tight end and tackle, and I got to just blow it up and run back there. And that's where most of my sacks came from. And that's I love that. I love getting hits.
And you're making me think. We came back from Lamar last week. We were in the locker room unloading you guys' stuff, and I looked over. I think maybe that's Coach Benson who kind of puts together the kind of the play sheet for y'all to be looking for the week ahead and keys to the game and stuff like that. And he's using all the kind of technical terms that you guys would know. So you're saying stuff on the radio that probably the average listener at home, they don't know what those words mean and what you're talking about. But you guys do, and that probably comes from Coach Benson, like you're saying. And maybe we'll get a chance to talk to him after the game. But whatever you guys drew up on defense, it looks like you executed very well tonight.
They had a lot of plays. We had to just cover all of it mostly with some hazy defense because they had a ton of plays. And I know what you mean. My mom doesn't know, and she's like, Eli Henson, let's go. What do you do?
Well, tell folks who your family is.
My family is Pam's cell and Randy's cell. We live a little bit past PD. We go to PD Church. And that's it. I have a sister, Heather cell, and Allison cell. And then I'm still in contact with my biological brother, Travis Whitson.
Yeah.
Love him. Love all of them. I'm blessed to have him.
Yay. Well, that's Eli Henson. Congratulations. You guys remain undefeated on the season, 5 wins, no losses. You're 2-0 in conference, and we're looking forward to the rest of the season.
I am too.
Thanks, Eli Henson. Go celebrate with your teammates and enjoy it.
Thank you, guys.
That's Eli Henson. Hey, let's take a quick break. When we return, my colleague's got some interviews from the field. Stay with us. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Adventure awaits, and with the all-new lineup of Chevrolets, those adventures can become reality. Joe Lee Chevrolet has the best lineup of cars, SUVs, and trucks ever. Why go from A to B when imagination can take you everywhere? And remember, when you need service work, Joe Lee's service department can keep your Chevrolet running like new. Make your best deal today at Joe Lee Chevrolet in Clinton. Find new roads in your new Chevy vehicle.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by these fine Yellow Jacket boosters, by Clinton Stockyard, The Pottery Shop, by Dr. Kyle Hensley and his staff, Main Street Floors, Susie Allen Salon, Johnny's Automotive, by TLC Bookkeeping, by Regions Bank, by Miller Sanitation, by Van Buren County Veterinary Clinic. These fine sponsors bring you tonight's game.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
And back here for the post-game show, this Yellow Jacket victory 24-20 over the Monticello Apaches. Let's go to the field with Mike Holly, and I think he's got head coach Chris Dufran.
Head coach Chris Dufran after a 31-14 win over Heber Springs, the 9th straight win over the Panthers. Coach, your initial thoughts on this one?
Oh, I was super proud of the way our guys played. If we'd scored right there before halftime, I think they'd maybe shut it down a little bit, but gave them a little bit of life, made it close again. But proud of our kids. They played hard, ran hard, tackled hard. I love this group, a good group.
I really thought your both lines of scrimmage, both offense and defense, really played well tonight. They pretty much dominated Heber Springs.
Yeah, they did.
Stand by. Hang on. We'll reset on that. We'll get you there. We were living the highlights of that win over Heber Springs. That's a good highlight, too, on that, and that battle of the Little Red. That's the only other time we were at Jim Tumlinson Field here in the 2024 season. We've been a month away being on the road, and then that bye week. So it's good to be back home tonight. Again, this big crowd, this big homecoming group, and a chance to see the Yellow Jackets in person. Well, all those road games means we're going to have a lot of home games for the rest of the season. And here we go with head coach Chris Dufran.
Over the Pottsville Apaches. Your initial thoughts on this one, Coach?
It goes back to the old way of ugly wins a win, but we did not play our best, and but they found a way to win it at the end, and I'm super proud of that.
You know, last year this game was a wild one. It was 48-41 tonight for three quarters. It was an old-fashioned defensive struggle in field position.
It really was. Our defense played as long as they could. I mean, they held up until the end, got a little tired, and then they started gashing us a little bit. But we stepped up when we needed to.
Yeah, held 11 yards of offense the first half, -3 on the ground. They ended up with 146, but not a bad total.
Yeah, it's just too many for the second half. It's frustrating, but came out with a win.
Talk about what they did to our running game. They do anything different on defense? They kind of slowed us down a little bit.
Yeah, they're big and physical, and they got some speedy guys up front. Number 5 just kept tackling us in the backfield so much. They're well coached. They're always going to be, and we just a couple of turnovers here and there, and it kind of hurt us, but kept fighting.
Hey, talk about the sophomore Harold McNabb. He had 5 big runs to that.
He did. He's a little secret weapon, but it's hard to put him in there to block. That wingback spot blocks a lot, but hey, he did a good job. He blocked well too. I mean, he was in on those last couple drives and stayed low on those guys, and did a good job blocking.
Hey, Ron Jones didn't have the big run, but he had a whole lot of tough runs to that.
Yeah, he ran hard. Zach ran hard. Littell got some tougher yards. So.
Well, 2-0 in conference, 5-0 for the first time since 2018.
That's good.
All right, that's head coach Chris Dufran. We'll be back here at Jim Tumlinson Field next week, taking on Dardanelle. They're winning big tonight over Waldron. Yeah. Thanks, Coach.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
And again, head coach Chris Dufran. I think we had another interview coming up from the field. I think this is going to be junior Alec Huey, big number 72 for the Yellow Jackets, one of those players to watch here.
Here on the field, Jackets win 24-20 on homecoming. I got Alec Huey with me, the big left tackle and also defensive lineman for the Yellow Jackets. Your thoughts on that one, Alec?
Well, we came out flat, and we can't do that too many times this season if we want to win the conference. But we recovered, and we fought, and we came out. So big win for the Yellow Jackets tonight.
Hey, talk about they kind of slowed us down in the run game for the first time this year. Did they do anything different defensively?
Yeah, they had a great game plan coming into this, bringing linebackers and running stunts and stuff we haven't seen before, in this season. So, we got to get better at blocking that because we're going to see it from here on out. The teams are going to watch film and know that's what stopped us. So we got to get better at keeping those linebackers in check.
Hey, talking about the defense, you only gave up 11 total yards in the first half. They only had 146 on the ground for the game, but really good job tonight by the defense, including the secondary.
Yes, the secondary played amazing. You know, Josh Foltz had a few picks, and the secondary has improved a lot from last year, and we look solid this year.
We're going to turn our attention toward Dardanelle next week.
They're solid. They're a solid team. We got to come out firing.
The senior left tackle, Alec Huey. Thanks, Alec.
Yes, sir.
And my colleague back from down on the field. And I think, unfortunately, he's got a little bit of an update on Zach Hunt Gonzalez. We saw Zach leave in the third quarter, did not return, and maybe
still up in the air right now, maybe a lower leg injury. And we don't really know a whole lot right now, but that would definitely be a loss for the Yellow Jackets. He is they talk about players being like unicorns, one of a kind. He's a unicorn as a fullback because he has not just power, but he has speed and the ability to cut. So we'll monitor that as we move into next week. That's really been we had a player go down last week on kick coverage and special teams. That's really, we've been healthy through the first 5 games until there in the fourth quarter. But while Zach was in there, he definitely was a force on both offense and defense. And the Yellow Jackets, I don't know if you did the rundown, but it was
kind
an
of tell us
old-fashioned.
about. All I told people was, it was a 7-0 ball game in the first half. This defensive wide, it was kind of a tale of two halves, and kind of how'd we get there to that 24-20 victory?
The Yellow Jackets have been such a high-scoring team over the last couple of decades, but tonight was old-fashioned football, field position and defense, and each team. Let's see, Pottsville punted one.
I think it was 5 times in the first half, I remember.
Just in the first quarter, there were 4 punts in the first quarter, and a defensive turnover on downs. It was scoreless at the end of the first quarter. Clinton took over late in the first quarter at the 50-yard line. Their only drive of the first half, they drove 50 yards. It was capped off by a Rylan Jones 12-yard touchdown run at the 10:32 mark of the first half, and it was 7-0, and Fonte kicked the extra point, and then it was Pottsville punt, Clinton punt, Pottsville punt. Clinton turns it over on downs. Pottsville throws an interception, and Clinton punts. And at the end of the half, it's Clinton 7 and Pottsville nothing. Pottsville got the ball to start the second half. We knew that would be that drive would probably set the tone for the second half, and they drove 75 yards. Trip Price scored on a 7-yard touchdown run at the 9:01 mark, and Vasquez kicked the extra point. We were tied at 7-7. Yellow Jackets fumbled. Pottsville turned it over on downs. And then the Yellow Jackets drove from their own 33-yard line to the Pottsville 23-yard line, where Derek Infante came on and kicked a 40-yard field goal with room to spare. That might have been good from 50. And the Yellow Jackets led 10-7 with 4:08 left in the third quarter. Pottsville throws interception. Clinton punts. Pottsville fumbles, but it was a big fumble. Clinton took over at the 32-yard line, and that drive would begin late in the third quarter, and it would end in the fourth quarter on a Rylan Jones 1-yard touchdown run. The Jackets drove 68 yards on that possession. Infante kicked the extra point, and with 10:40 to go, it was 17-7. We had a 2-possession lead, and it felt really good. But then Pottsville comes back and scores in 3 plays, and it took only 40 seconds, and they cut the lead to 17-13, but the extra point was no good, and it stayed 17-13, and that will play a factor at the end of the ball game here. Clinton then forced to punt. Pottsville takes over at their own 33. First play from scrimmage. Trip Price, 67 yards for a touchdown. Extra point good, and with 6:57 left in the ball game, Pottsville led for the first time tonight, 20-17. The first time the Yellow Jackets had trailed since the first couple of minutes of the first game of the year at Haskell Harmony Grove. Clinton came back out, threw an interception. 6 minutes to go. Pottsville trying to run the clock out. They drive into Clinton territory at the 41-yard line, and the opportunistic Yellow Jacket defense forced a fumble. The Jackets took over at the 41. A couple of great runs by the sophomore Harold McNabb. It would be capped off on a Rylan Jones 12-yard touchdown run with 1:57 left. Infante kicked the extra point, made it 24-20. Pottsville had one timeout left. The Yellow Jackets forced them to use a couple of timeouts in that second half, one to avoid, I think, a delay of game, and one to avoid not having too many players on the field. So they took over to 35 with one timeout left. They moved the ball quickly on a couple of penalties. One was a face mask as the Yellow Jackets sacked the quarterback, and another was on a pass interference. They moved the ball down to, I believe, the Yellow Jacket 22-yard line. Remember, a field goal would not help them because they missed the extra point. They had to have a touchdown. And with less than a minute to go, a couple of bad snaps forced the quarterback to kind of basically just take care of the football. And finally, the last bad snap, the sophomore quarterback raced to pick it up and just turned and threw the ball up in the air, trying to stop the clock. There's still well over 30 seconds left in the ball game, and Joshua Fultz picked his second interception of the night, and the Yellow Jackets came out and ran out the clock. Give Pottsville a lot of credit. The young quarterback played well, got his team back in the ball game, but in the end, the Yellow Jackets had just enough to win this one by a score of 24-20 on homecoming night, 20-24. The Yellow Jackets are now 5-0 for the first time since 2018. That 2018 team went 11-0. Those are back-to-back undefeated regular seasons, 2017 and 2018. The Yellow Jackets have now won 8 in a row at home and 11 of 12 here in Jim Tumleson Field on its 75th anniversary, the 75th homecoming here tonight at Jim Tumleson Field, the 83rd homecoming all time. Head coach Christy Fran, win number 152. Brian Rust, Pottsville, 150. There's over 300 victories tonight on this field and 46 years of coaching experience as head coaches. Well over 50 when you probably count their assistant years. And so series now, Pottsville now leads the all-time series 7-5. The Yellow Jackets have won the last 2 in a row. And Clinton is now 4-2 against Pottsville in games played right here at Jim Tumleson Field. What's left? First Arkansas Bank and Trust players of the game.
Yeah, and some highlight names we called tonight, trying to narrow it down. You know, so far it's been all offense, it seems like, in the first 4 games of the season. Rylan Jones with a couple of players of the game, Zach Gonzalez, and then the offensive line last week in the victory over Lamar. I think tonight, if you want to talk offense, you talked about Rylan Jones. He goes for 135 again. He's going to be one of the top. He was already a top 8 rusher in the state. But how about Harold McNabb, the sophomore, comes in, puts 77 yards on a game, coming out of the slot, and he had a fantastic night. Only a sophomore. I think he caught a pass maybe in the ball game too. So I like Harold McNabb on the offensive side of things. And then the defense, that holding Pottsville scoreless in the first half, only 11 yards total offense, -3 on the ground. Eli Henson had a huge first half alone with 3 sacks and 3 tackles. Talked to Eli here after the ball game. And then Joshua Fultz ends up with a couple interceptions, and his second one really is the game winner as far as the defense and stopping the Apaches in their last drive with just seconds to go. Colton Warren had an interception. Cash Carpenter recovered a fumble. Again, defense just a huge night, but I really like Josh and Eli on the defensive side of things, Harold McNabb on the offensive side of things.
Yeah, can't go wrong with any of those guys. You can't go wrong with the effort for the Yellow Jackets tonight. It wasn't their probably smoothest execution of football this year, but the effort was still there, and the defense bent but never broke, and come away with a victory. But, yeah, those are all great choices for your First Arkansas Bank and Trust players of the game. This is a hard-nosed, resilient bunch. When Pottsville took the lead, the Yellow Jackets answered and rallied and came back to win this one, and the defense stood up at the end, and the Jackets get the win.
You know, again, folks talk about offense and high-scoring games, how enjoyable they are. This was an enjoyable game to watch and call as we've had in a long time tonight. These two good teams battling back and forth, and Yellow Jackets in a position undefeated to stay atop the conference race. We'll look forward to that game next week. And no rest, though. Maybe next week, maybe the best team that the Yellow Jackets have faced thus far. I think, the Dardanelle Sand Lizards coming to town?
Yeah, a lot of people thought they were the preseason pick. They dropped down from Class 5A. They've been playing the last 2 years. They also feature 2 elite players. Coach Vega's son is the quarterback, and there's about a 6'4" wide receiver. And they're both juniors. We've seen them. They also play basketball. 2 really elite players. You kind of maybe athletically kind of like Brody Emerton type of players. And so, but Yellow Jackets will look to find a way to win. The coaching staff will design a plan, as they always do, and the kids will always play hard. And we get another big crowd out here next Friday night. Definitely would go a long ways to help that.
And don't be surprised, some of those Class 4A rankings, they're kind of fun for people to put together and talk about. And what happens on the field is really what's most important. But you saw the Yellow Jackets kind of move their way into the top 10 this week in some of those rankings. I think don't be surprised if some of those reporting groups maybe have this as the Class 4A game of the week next week with Dardanelle and Clinton coming in here to Jim Tomlinson Field. So make your plans now to come out and see that one.
Yeah, depending on what Mena does down the road, this game next week might be for the conference championship. And so Ozark, which is one of the preseason picks, they've got off to a slow start, got stunned last week by Waldron and the biggest upset in the state last week. And so, but everything's riding next week here at Jim Tomlinson Field when the Sand Lizards come to town.
Well, that'll do it for our broadcast tonight here, Homecoming 2024. Well, thanks for Sid King, getting us all set up throughout the week. For Kelsey Robertson, Ron Robertson, our studio engineers. For Aaron Duhon, he came in early. He's on fall break, he told me, my colleague. He's been off Thursday and Friday. He's back home. They even called him in to do some video work and pep rally stuff this day for the homecoming pep rally. So I'm sure.
Get over here. The people want to see the Duhon.
I know. I'm sure everybody was glad to see you back and get your help today, certainly around the school, just as much as we do. I got a text from Alicia Bernard just a couple days ago and said, what is Aaron Duhon's phone number? So I knew something was up, that they were going to need you for homecoming, and they did. So thanks to Aaron. Fantastic night on the video. And for Coach Matthew Post rejoining us this week. For my colleague, I'm Jeff Hall. We'll be back next week. You've been listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.